Hello, and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Pick a Side podcast. It's now episode 539, and we are here after the holidays, Christmas. It's nice to see you guys. We're doing it virtual because there's a snowstorm that's hitting Jersey right now, so we're nice and cozy inside our homes. How do you guys feel?
I'm doing good. I actually just boofed one. I almost just passed out. Oh my God, it stinks. Nevertheless, feeling great. Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm lit, celebrating a W already. Week's done for me. I'm good. 2-0 against the Chiefs this year. Short week on the road against a division rival. Still handle business.
Business.
It's not for everyone. Game-winning drive from the GoBo Knicks.
Talk.
RJ Harvey might be the offensive rookie of the year. I just got some new gear for Christmas. Shout out to my Secret Santa, Nassim. I love you, my brother. I'm living life. Life's amazing. Guys, how are you?
I'm doing good. Had a good week. Was up in Connecticut with some family. That was fun. I'm on Joel's ass. I'm on it. Like it's
More than on
it. It's pick 'em. I'm down to the wire with this brother. I didn't. This right here. This isn't no Sam Darnold comeback story. This right here is a real comeback story. And let me just break down this comeback story. First time we did pick him, I was in last place. I was taking Justin Fields versus anybody. Last place last year. Second to last place this year was hovering. Past Dell's a couple weeks ago. Now I'm back. I'm right in the race, man. This is a real legit comeback story. I can win this for my people, and I'm trying to win this for my people because my people deserve this. Basketball was cool yesterday. Football was god-awful. But excited to be here with my brothers, man. I'm grateful for you guys. Well, two of you.
I don't appreciate how Riv just slighted the Hispanic community like they haven't been through a lot this year.
I don't know where that came from.
You're trying to win it for your people. Yeah. I got people too. I got people that I'm trying to win it for too. I got people that I gotta bring it home with. I gotta bring it home for too. I got that, and they've been through. And I argue my people have been through a tougher year than your people.
I don't want to go through that. I think we should just move.
I don't know if you want to get into that battle.
Yeah, that's a long conversation.
The year 2025, absolutely, we got a great chance,
thousands of years
of winning this.
You haven't had a president. We have, so shout out. That's
good point.
Great point. Yeah. We both have been through a ton. I'll say that we both have been through. One thing we can say is
that guy
on this thing has been.
He hasn't been. Yeah,
it's one thing we can say. Somebody on here hasn't been through anything.
Riv, if you don't end up beating me and pick him, is your story the same as Sam Darnold's?
Yeah, because he'll fail, no doubt in my mind.
Okay,
yeah, he'll crumble.
So that means
are we doing through week 18 or the playoffs?
We should, right? It should be first week of the playoffs. Whoever wins, right?
Because that's why week 18. Because that's why Riv's saying he was second to last year, not last. Because if you include playoffs, he was last.
I was dead last.
We're just doing week 18.
Listen, whatever we did last year and the year before, we could do it. All I know is I'm on his ass regardless. Because I know he's going to pick Green Bay. I know he's going to pick Seattle somewhere in there. So, let's do it. I'm with whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Are you picking the Ravens this weekend?
Who are they even playing?
The Packers.
Fuck.
It's Huntley versus
Willis.
Dude, it's over for the Ravens.
Yeah, it's so cooked.
Yeah.
Well, my Christmas was great. I just got to chill with the fam. I got a hot take. I'm really not a big fan of the holidays.
All right, Grinch.
Expensive. Those videos of the Grinch, like somebody pretending to be the Grinch and going into the family living room, they're hilarious.
They never miss.
They are funny. But they're expensive. It's cool to see smiles on people's faces, but it's expensive, and it kills the flow of things. Because I just feel like one day of a break isn't enough. Because I'm over here and it's Christmas Eve and Christmas, and I'm like, okay, I get to chill, and then 26, I'm right back to my responsibilities. All it does is set me off. Like I need 5 days in a row of not doing anything.
You picked the wrong career, brother. My shout out to Alexandra. She's on Christmas break right now. She's upstairs reading her Kindle. She's living life.
Yes, for some people, it's a big break. For me, it's just like maybe a day. Yesterday, I had to watch the Christmas days. The Christmas games I had to watch yesterday. I didn't want to watch that.
I don't go back to the 5th, man. 5th of January. Pretty exciting.
Yo, be honest. I'm fake for watching football over basketball.
Sneaky. On Christmas? Nuts. Like the quarterbacks they had out there, nuts.
I was watching both, but
to be fair, though, outside of 2 games, 3 games.
Do you know what we have to blame? And this is what I'm going to keep it a buck with. What I'm going to blame, fantasy football. And that's why we shouldn't have it on. We had 3 games on Christmas Day. Give me the one game, like when it was Minnesota versus the Saints, albeit one of the worst memories I'll ever have in fantasy football. But it was one game, rip the bandage off, not 3 dog shit booty butt games.
Yeah, I mean, the games were bad for football. That's why there was just no point to watch them.
Yeah.
Watching the basketball games, they were much better this year, but we did get some blowouts with the basketball games.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how many great games were there? The day games were mid. Yeah, the early game was great.
The night game was fire. The night game was
that one was amazing.
I think the problem is we're not marketing right. You know, I tweet about this. Detroit should have been on Christmas. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna be honest with you. We need to market our stars.
Golden State versus.
Why can't we flex Christmas games?
Yeah, I'm with Dels. I'm with it because like I feel like they overhyped the Clay and Golden State storyline. Like
nobody cares.
Nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? Houston, Lakers, Kevin Durant versus Bron, whatever. Cool. Minnesota, Denver, they always give you a great game. I thought the Knicks and the Cavs game was cool for the most part, but
I thought it was
OKC. Yeah, OKC and the Spurs. I get it. Brewing rivalry. You can keep
it's just the Warriors Mavs. That was the only game that was just.
And I didn't respectfully. The Lakers, I don't want to see them
Rockets
on Christmas.
Too, but we know that he's going to be on Christmas.
I
just know he's going to be on Christmas. So
you got to market your stars better. That's all I'm saying.
LeBron.
He didn't even want to be there. He walked in and shit talking about some, yeah, man, you know, just I hope you guys are great, having fun with your family. Like, I get it. He's year 20. He wants to be home. I respect the hell out of that. If I was him, I would have faked the injury, be like, yo, I'm sick. I can't even get on the plane. Like,
my sciatica.
Yeah, or some shit like, you know what I'm saying? I get it, bro. But like, nah, like we got to market our stars better. That's how I feel. Like we have the same teams on there. I get it. Steph is marketable, but like we ask, what you throw us on there for?
Who would you have had Detroit play?
Probably the Knicks. Even though the Cavs had a good game with them, probably the Knicks.
Milwaukee, Detroit, Milwaukee.
Oh God, no. Giannis.
Giannis. Yeah, true. That's where we need to be able to flex these out. I would love to see
or maybe like
Detroit.
I'm trying to think of another young
Detroit,
team.
Not bad because Jaylen Brown might be.
Oh, maybe Boston and because they've had good games for sure. That'd have been cool.
I think Adam Silver is just ruining the NBA.
Damn,
that's what I think. I think that a lot of the ideas that he's had, they've flopped. I think the presentation has not been the same that it was. I watched the 2009 promo package for the playoffs, and the presentation clears the current presentation now. But one thing that's really swayed me the most is the fact that I was watching the Thinking Basketball video, and he was talking about how this year the amount of fouls and the rise in kind of offensive production has skyrocketed, mostly due to the fact that players can't play defense no more. Things that were once upon a time offensive fouls and kept the game balanced before, they're no longer offensive fouls. I'm watching Deni Advija in transition truck somebody, and then he gets to the line for 2 free throws. Deni Advija is the biggest fraud 25-point per game player in the NBA right now.
What about Jalen Johnson?
Jalen Johnson also is inflating his numbers, but his game is entirely reliant on getting to the free throw line. He has a higher free throw rate right now than Michael Jordan and LeBron James. There's no way Deni Advija is getting fouled as much as those guys. Though his entire production is pretty much fraudulent. But yeah, players can't play defense anymore today, and offensive players can do whatever they want. They can run their shoulder into defenders and they will get the benefit of the call. I just think that the game has become way too offensive oriented when it should be more of a balance.
Well, first of all, you guys remember the Christmas commercial they had when he was like tuning it up KD and they had the little shooting the threes in the bucket. Yeah, you don't get that no more. No. Second of all, you have a grifter on your team. Actually, one of the all-time greatest grifters on your team.
Can you not do that?
Jalen Brunson gets the wrong rap for that.
No, I don't know why. He's nuts. Brunson's a great player. When he's weird because he's a mixture of everything. He's ethical, he's unethical, And he's everything. He literally can do everything. But when he grifts, man, it's nuts.
If you watch Brunson, you know that 80% of his production is non-grifting.
I believe it, but also there's some times where you watch him, he's grabbing somebody's arm and he's pulling him in.
It's the getting in front of a person and jumping backwards.
And then he can throw his ass in.
But that's the thing, though. That's the thing. If you make it acceptable for somebody, you make it acceptable for everybody. So now everybody, they're adopting that same type of play style and they're trying to manipulate the rules in the same way. So when you get everybody doing it, we get like what we're currently seeing, where there's nobody can stop anybody.
It is James.
I wouldn't go as far as that.
James Harden. It's James Harden.
He's on the OGs, not the OG.
And then the 3-point variance, Steph Curry. Those two ruined basketball.
My goat don't griff. I don't know about you, Drew, but my goat don't griff. We just
no. Steph Curry not about the grit. No,
they just allow his teammates to truck defensive players.
That got nothing to do with him. That got nothing to do with him. What Draymond does has nothing to do with him.
They've built a system so he doesn't get blamed for that type of illegal screen action going on. But it goes on all the time.
Well, they built the system because he's that good.
Yeah. They built a system around setting illegal screens and moving screens.
Maybe they should set something for Harden.
I still remember a three-point shot that the Warriors got in the playoffs that Draymond Green boxed out somebody entirely out of the play.
Do you remember
and they called no foul? No.
I know.
No, I don't. No. I don't think. Yes, it has never happened.
Winning two?
Not yet.
No, it hasn't. Not yet. No, it hasn't.
That sucks.
You had to go from the Bulls to the Warriors to witness those two rings. It's fine. You weren't a Warriors fan all
you have
the way
14 NFL teams. I don't care.
Yeah, and I won a ring multiple times. If you
there we are.
You know so I've seen some success. Yep. But no, I was watching a thing in basketball video. I recommend everybody watching the show to go watch that on your own time. It's an interesting video about just like how offenses get to do whatever they want nowadays. But no, my Christmas was good. How was yours, Dels?
It was good. Shout to my guy Chuck, aka fellow sporter, for the Zach Bryan merch. Got me a G Herbo vinyl. Got a Jason Tatum Funko Pop. Chuck blessed me this year. Good gifts all around.
Did you see it signed, the G Herbo vinyl?
He said it's signed, but he also got it and said it's not signed. So I don't know if I open it up, maybe it's signed on the inside or something. But it's at least not on the outside. But either way, it's tough. I love some G Herbo merch. I'll always take G Herbo merch. But Christmas was good. Had the family over for some brunch. Cooked up some food. Did gifts. We got my mom a blanket with my dog and our family's dog on it. She loved it. Almost cried.
Nice.
It was a great time, man. It was a great time.
Shout out to Carrie, man.
Gotta watch that Marty Supreme.
So you had a good time?
Great. Yeah, sorry, Riv. Yesterday, great day.
That's unfortunate.
Great day.
It's all right though.
Lakers.
We'll try again tomorrow. Like tomorrow, we'll just hope for.
Hopefully this weekend for you.
I'm kind of
just sucks.
Your input on this. just act like there's not somebody in the corner next to me that's listening to our conversation. So this is a conversation between me and you. Riv, we might kick him out the room. Just cuz.
Because I'm black?
Just get him out of here. He might be spying. He might be spying for Drew. That's why I kick him out of here.
Oh, okay.
For me,
what do you make of the Broncos' point differential in wins against these teams combined?
I see what they're doing, Drew.
The Raiders twice, the Commanders, the Chiefs without Mahomes, the Titans, the Jets, and the Giants being plus 14.
Oh, you're asking me?
Yes.
You're the other Denver hater.
Their wins against these
Denver hater.
Their one score wins against these bottom barrel teams, barely clawing it out. Barely.
Yeah, it's a bunch of one score wins. It's which one score win team are they? Are they the Vikings from 21? Was that 21-22? Or are they the Chiefs from last year that went to the Super Bowl? Like, I don't know. It's tough because I think Denver has shown throughout the year. They're kind of showing us two different teams beginning of the year. Of course, the amazing defense and the offense struggling behind. Post-bye, the offense looked better, although yesterday I thought it wasn't that great, but the defense kind of lagged behind. They're going into a very, if this continues, because week 18, they're probably not going to play many people. I guess the one seed still up for grabs, so maybe they do. But you're going to the playoffs not really knowing what to expect from Denver because we thought they're the most complete team entering the playoffs. But now after the last month, it's like, you trust their defense to be great because it's been great for 2 years, and you trust the offense to be competent because it's been more than competent for the last month and a half. you have Sean Payton and Bo Nix playing great football. But it feels like where we're at now, Denver feels the weakest as they've had at least all season long. Like they haven't had that like standout win. They did beat the Packers, but over the last couple of weeks, just a bit more ugly games. Defense not playing up to its expectation. But all in all, I mean, I still think the AFC is so wide open that they could go to the Super Bowl. Like I'm not looking at them like, oh wait, one score. They only have X point differential. I get all of that. But there's not a juggernaut standing in the AFC that Denver can't take down. So it doesn't matter too much to me.
What do you have to say about it, Joel?
Nothing. I just wanted to get Dell's expert analysis.
But now I want your expert analysis. What does it mean to you?
I think that it means that they might be one and done in the playoffs. That's that's a telltale sign of a fraudulent football team. Really, maybe they've done it in different ways, but the Bears being a one-score win team all year and the Broncos being a one-score win team all year, it's not much different. And I know that you think the Bears are fraudulent.
That's great to see because everybody loves, oh my God, the darling of the NFL.
Bears fans are on your ass.
Bears. And how
Bears
about this?
Fans are on your ass.
Fuck them. Fuck them. I don't give a fuck about them. Congrats. I'm happy for you guys. You haven't experienced true happiness in almost 2 decades. So I get it. Trust me, I understand. That being said, you guys are the darlings, the golden child of the NFL because we have the next darling of the NFL in Caleb Williams.
Where's you love Caleb? I don't know. When did this start?
He don't love him no more.
I'm over it, bro. Fuck the mainstream bullshit. I'm tired of that shit. Fuck that. I'm on to bigger and better. Bo Chapman Knicks.
Bigger. He's bigger. Is he better? I don't know.
Damn.
Is Bo Nix bigger? By how much?
He's taller for sure.
He's definitely bigger if you know what I mean.
I think we talk about something else. I don't think we talk about that no more.
Yeah. I don't know. Caleb's with Ash Cash right now.
Yo,
I saw that. I didn't know if it was right.
I moved.
W.
I'm back in.
W.
Bo Nix 6'2", 217.
And I also learned that Bo Nix is scared of dogs.
That's tough.
I don't believe that.
They showed his passing chart and said,
I swear to God, it's true.
Down the field. That shit killed me.
Kirk Herbstreit brought his
Caleb's
dog
6'1", 220.
onto the set. Kirk Herbstreit brought his dog onto the set, and Bo Nix was throwing, and Jarrett Stidham told him, "Yeah, Bo Nix is scared of dogs." And then Kirk Herbstreit was there with his dog and talking to Bo Nix, and Bo Nix was like, "Yeah, it was something that happened when I was younger, and that if there was one thing I could change about myself is not being scared of dogs."
Respect him and his trauma, bro. That happens.
Yeah, no, it does.
That's a grown man, bro.
Yeah. Are you scared of dogs, Riff?
No, I've
that
had dogs in my
feels
life.
like it's something.
Yeah, I've had dogs in my life.
Oh, okay.
Feels like it's something.
Definitely, it's trending that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's trending that way.
Would you ever get a
No,
pet
but Rip's.
dog?
I mean, Rip's cool with Henry.
Yeah, I've had a pet dog. He
Okay.
died,
Oh,
unfortunately.
rest in peace, bro.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, his
Rest in
name
peace.
was Onyx. Yeah, he's my dude. I would probably get when I get married and shit. I'll ask my wife, "Can we get one?"
What kind of
That's
dog?
good.
I don't know. That's a good question. I think I don't want no big dog.
What kind of wife?
Ah, man.
Better question.
That's that right there is the question of the year. Because I really don't know. I really don't know. Hopefully a baddie though, right?
Thick?
Definitely thick. I
Latino?
need to hear, I think I'm leaning towards a black woman.
Okay,
Or maybe a mix. Maybe a mix.
Caucasian?
No. Or maybe.
No way.
You know what? I'm not gonna say no way. You know what? I'm not gonna close the door on anybody.
Good. Keep your options open.
Yeah, I'm not gonna close the door on anybody. It's growth. I'm not gonna close the door on anybody.
But if it was your preferred pick of a ethnicity, what would you choose though?
Definitely black.
Okay.
Okay.
You're keeping the genes
Why?
going, huh?
Just I think my family would be a little bit more acceptable of that.
Well, okay.
So your
Not the
family's
most
racist.
open-minded family.
I'm big on family. I'm big on family. Big, super big on family. Yeah.
You
super
think?
big.
Am I good being your friend?
Yes, friends are fine.
Cool.
Me sticking and then having to recreate. You know.
Now, if that baby comes out white, Riv's family's gonna be fuming.
I ain't gonna say you're wrong. I ain't gonna say you're right. I'm just gonna be like, all right. You know what I'm saying? I was at the family house the other day, and I was like, yeah, I'm talking to this white girl right now, and my aunt, she just looked at me like, white. And I was like, yeah. She's like, mixed? I said, nah, just regular old milk. And she was just like, oh, you don't like black woman? I was just like, no, I do. It's just right now, it's what I got. She's like, you don't plan on like marrying her, right? And I was like, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows?
That is hilarious.
Yeah, man.
As long as she loves you, man, that's all. That's all.
That's what I'm saying. As long as she can cook, clean, like she
can be purple. I don't care. As long as she loves you.
Purple just feels like something.
No, that was.
She could be whatever color, blue, pink. You pick
Purple
the color.
just-
As long as she
it
loves
was
you,
an
Rev, she's good with
accident,
me.
Like he meant it sincerely.
He
He
did.
just picked the worst color.
Yeah, man. 5 years.
5 years for marriage or
Or a serious girlfriend.
No, I give my serious girlfriend 2.
Okay.
and 2.
So,
So-
basically, you'll have a girlfriend, and then once she becomes your girlfriend, 3 years from now, 3 years from that time, you'll ask her to marry you.
Yeah, I got a whole timeline for this. Like, I get a
Yeah.
girlfriend.
You just got to get the girlfriend part first.
Yeah, we move in within a year.
Which you could do.
Yeah.
That ain't a problem.
That wasn't a shot. That wasn't a shot. That wasn't a shot. Plenty of Rib's a bit of a ladies' man.
Whoa.
Now he's dick eating.
No, yeah, I move in with her like a year, and then like 2 years later, like I just get on my knees, like, yo, let's do it.
It's usually one knee.
All right.
Yo, Rib, you proposed on both knees. You got it. You got it.
Nah, you know what I mean? Like I get on one knee, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, I love you. You the mirror to my soul. Like you different. Like,
You're
let's
gonna
do
have
it.
ChatGPT.
I'd say yes.
Yes.
Write up your vows. Or
Hell yeah, I'm gonna tell him exactly how I feel and like, yo, write this.
Yo, let me ask you guys another genuine question. Is it aura if your girl proposes to you?
Yes, to men, not to women. To
a
men,
little
though.
bit, but it's also a little
got it.
emasculating, I think.
If your girl proposes to you, are you like? Is it like an auto yes?
Nah, it's a fake no, but I respect how great I am as a man.
You feel differently about you.
Yeah, I feel like at that point, I don't need you. I can get anybody. Like, the fuck am I saying yes to you for? First of all, you getting on your knees is embarrassing.
That's
Like,
desperation.
It's
That's
as a woman, what are you doing? Get up. Second of all, I got it. I'm a dude. Like at that point, I'm going to the moon. And you're not at the moon. You're still on Earth.
I'm
off you.
dead, bro.
Yeah, so no, we're not doing that, man.
That
Del,
is
you saw my
emasculating.
question earlier in the chat.
No.
I'm not sure. Should I go see it?
No, I asked. I was like, would you choose your wife or your kids? Like, or your
and you
kid?
put that in the Discord. I said kid.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
said
kid.
wife.
All right, I'm gonna be honest with you, Riv. I've grown to realize, great opinion. You do not choose your parents. You do not choose your family. You do not choose your kids. You only choose one person, and that is your wife or significant other. You only choose one person.
Yeah.
Makes you think.
I feel like it's different for men because like that's like our best friend. Like we're gonna probably die with her. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the kids
That's
leave
the
you.
plan. Hope.
The kids leave you. They eventually leave you and they find their one. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't grow in our bellies. You know what I'm saying? We didn't build that unconditional love. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a wife. I'm hitting that. That's like I need that. Like I can't. I'm not gonna get married again. It's over. Like I lose her. It's like damn. Like
Nels, you may not like it, but the logic's there. The
Yeah,
logic
it's just
there.
That's the way. I mean, I'm hitting
No,
that. It's just a
horribly
crazy way to be
like,
like, that's my
bro,
decision.
you got to think like you could certain shit you could do. You can't do with everybody. Like you ain't gonna be able to find somebody you could just fart around or like you could just chill in the bed with. Like it's different. So like
You be getting into some weird shit too. So for you, it's probably different.
I'm
Like, you
mad
gotta
kinky,
find a
bro.
real-
Like I'm mad kinky. So it's like
yeah.
not
you
everybody
do,
gonna
like,
follow that.
there's-
Like
I mean,
I
some of the
said,
shit I see in your background right now. I'll leave
Yeah,
it at
you know what I'm
that,
saying?
you know what I
Like-
mean? Like,
yeah,
Nah,
like I
bro,
said,
you putting
feel me?
putting car sex in the front or back just to drive back.
Bro, I thought that was a genuine question. Like we on Twitter, I'm just casually answering. Like,
you're
yo,
an idiot, bro.
like back, like front of that back. Like that's what you
nah,
would
dude
do.
who said, "Aren't you a teacher?"
Nah, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, I'm off, bro. Like I thought I answered the question.
He
Honestly.
can be himself. He's off. He's not on the clock.
But I was like, since I had RJ first, I would pick RJ over my wife because he was before her. But any kids with her, I'm picking my wife. I feel like that was the one staple. Like,
But the logic doesn't seem consistent.
Well, no, because RJ's he wasn't like with the kids, with my wife, they were built out of love with her. Like I was in love with her, and then we had our kids. Now, RJ, I love him to death. That was not out of love. But I've grown to love him, and he's a different type of love. He's my first love. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So my first love gets picked first.
I see.
And that's
I
little
see,
bro.
I see, I
You know what I'm
see.
saying?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
little bro.
Yeah, I see,
Unless
I
he
see.
like 19, 20, then we have different conversations. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying?
What if he's 19 and on the verge of being in the NBA?
Brother, it's him. He's staying.
What if it's any of your kids, even with this wife of yours? If they're
It's the wife.
what
I
if
don't even care what they're doing.
they're 17, number one recruit in high school?
I need my best friend. Like I need my best friend.
What if you knew this was a guaranteed like million?
Need my best friend. We'll just do it again.
Okay.
Yeah, I need my best friend.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you feel that way. Let's talk about some other number one prospects, and that's Victor Wembanyama. And Victor Wembanyama, his Spurs have beat OKC 3 times in a row. Now, on Polymarket, the Spurs right now have a 12% chance to make it out of the West. You look at the Western Conference champion percentage-wise, OKC still has the most percentage to make it to the out of the West, 59%. Denver's number 2 at 13%. San Antonio has now jumped over the Rockets, the Lakers, the Timberwolves. Really, they have separated themselves from the beginning of the season, and this is how the graph looks like right now. Do you guys agree with that? That San Antonio has one of the 3 best chances to make it out of the Western Conference?
I'll go first. Yes, they do. And the reason why they do is because they have the best rim protector in all of basketball. Now, when you go up against Denver, it's different than going up against OKC. Denver would cause problems for the Spurs because they have a legit interior presence that can go up against Victor and get his. With Oklahoma City, when you have a guy like Victor that is protecting the paint as thoroughly and as elite as he is, when you do not have that elite interior presence that has the size, that has the strength to go up against Vic, things become a lot more difficult. They also, yes, we know Oklahoma City to be a solid shooting team, but I don't know, for whatever reason, I don't find myself buying all in on their supporting cast 3-point shooting. Like, yes, they have some guys that can shoot the basketball, but their great defenders aren't elite shooters, and their really strong shooters are not the greatest defenders. When you go up against the Spurs, you need a strong presence. That's why it's so imperative that Chet Holmgren continues to develop and really becomes that force. And another reason why I think Victor has made it personal between him and Chet, because he understands that that's the guy that he knows that he has to shut down for years to come, because Oklahoma City's not going to go anywhere. But because Vic is such a dominant force and because these guys don't have that interior presence, I think they can give Oklahoma City a legitimate series, and they do have a legitimate shot to continue to move on and come out of the Western Conference, so long as they're opposite side of Denver. Because Victor against Jokic is simply just the best offensive force that we've seen in a good amount of times. And I think that no matter who he goes up against, he will get his. As great as Victor is defensively, the best defender I think I've ever seen with my 2 eyes. It's just Jokic has such a finesse and a elite presence to his game, where with his playmaking, with his finishing ability, that's something that they have that Oklahoma City simply does not. So I get it. Polymark has the right idea. The Spurs being 3-0 against them, it is because of OKC's lack of rim presence and strength, real physical ability to go out there and put up a guy up against Victor Wembanyama. He's simply way too dynamic of a defender, as opposed to the other team that I would give credit. It's the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, I think you touched on a lot of good things. Also, the fact that San Antonio has 3 guys that can get 2 feet in the paint, I think that's like super important. Like they have 2-3 guys that can consistently beat multiple defenders and penetrate the rim. Stephon Castle, the leap he's made in his game this year, and Dells, we've been here, Dells. But just the him and then Dylan Harper being as advanced as he is as a rookie, and then Fox has been so steady, consistent for you as an all-star, all-NBA player. It creates a lot of problems. Now, I do think with San Antonio, and you mentioned it, Drew, it's a lot about matchups. I think matchups are super important, especially for the top end teams. I would like for San Antonio, if they can move off those Keldon Johnson, Harrison Barnes guys. I don't think I trust those guys in the long run. As for OKC, I do think, they're streaky. They've never been this elite 3-point shooting team. I think they've always been this streaky 3-point shooting team. Like, you're still going to sag off Lou Dortz no matter their percentages. You're still going to sag off Caruso. You can't really play your dominant shooters like Wiggins and Isaiah Joe because they're not good defenders. And when they play up against San Antonio, you got a lot of guys that could defend. Fox is a positive defender when he's locked in. Castle's a really good one-on-one defender. And then you have Wemby back there. They can't really get into the paint like they want to. And then that mid-range game, if it's not SGA creating, they've been having a hard time this year because J-Dub hasn't been his lately self. He hasn't gotten to his groove yet. But I think it makes sense. I think especially with, Houston before that W yesterday, they was kind of falling down the cliff, and you can see kind of their fourth quarter struggles, their crunch time situations, and their lack of shooting. And then other teams like Minnesota, they just still lack a point guard. But it's a tricky avenue because we watched last year. I was one of the guys that fell into the trap where Minnesota gave, OKC hell in the regular season. And then you watched in the playoffs, they kind of reversed and flipped the switch, and OKC dominated them. I think it's a little different because obviously they have Wemby, they have a mismatch problem. But OKC is a team that I wouldn't sit on their hands. I would definitely try to, make just one move, nothing too crazy. You don't need a superstar. I just think you need a more reliable role player as opposed to these other guys. But I think right now with the way the league is trending and the way they've been playing, I think it's fair to put them number 3.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest weakness right now for OKC is the same weakness as last year. It's the shooting. And we saw last year Caruso, Lou Dort. Those are the two players you're going to be playing off of, right? Like Wemby is guarding Caruso. He starts off whatever 0 for 10 from this game, 0 for 6 from 3, whatever it was.
Broke my heart.
And last season, Dort was a 40% 3-point shooter. Even though you're not respecting him, like you said, Riv, he's still someone that was hitting that 40% clip last year. He's down to 30%. Caruso is around 36, 37% last year. He's 30, 29% this season. So two of their, the shooters they didn't respect last year, who were hitting a majority of their shots, are super cold right now. And then you get in games like these where if Caruso is going to be taking 10 shots in the first half and missing all 10, that just means Wemby isn't going to respect him more. He's going to be able to sit in the paint. He's going to be able to move all over and do the Wembanyama things that we've seen him do so far in his career. So yeah, the OKC's problem is still the same. It's just last year, it really did come down to the wire. 7-game series with the Pacers. They had some games that were like J-Dub goes crazy, but all in all, I still think the weakness last year's is the same as this year. It's just the shooting around their guys. It just hasn't been as consistent as it was last season. With that being said, when they were like 24-1, it was kind of hard to see that because they were winning every single game. And we're up here talking about, can they potentially win the most games in NBA history and where's the ring shea and all this other stuff. So it almost blinded us, I think, for a minute that this team does have flaws. Even though they won the championship, they should still be favored. The Spurs have shown, at least in the regular season, like they'll give them a run for their money. The guard play they have, all three of them. De'Aaron Fox, who's been a little slow recently, but we know how great De'Aaron Fox was, and he was amazing yesterday. Castle, Harper, the pressure they can put on the rim, the jump shooting that you have with some of those guys too. It's a really good team, but it doesn't feel like it's ready for that jump yet. Unless Wemby is really at that level where he could just completely take over a playoff series and put himself in best in the world conversation, which he has the talent to do. It feels like a stretch for this team to go from not in the playoffs entirely and all of a sudden top 2 seed, you go to the finals. That's something that historically doesn't happen. But when you have an alien like this, it's possible.
There's really no team that I see being on the Spurs level outside of really Denver and OKC. I feel like the Spurs have put themselves in that tier. I think that they have a lot of depth and they could take advantage of what Houston does, although I think that would be a really good series. I don't think the Lakers have the athletes for it, and then everybody else in the West, good luck. San Antonio just proved how great they are. They've beat OKC 3 times in the last 2 weeks, and the last 2 times have been blowouts. They've beat them by double digits each time, and they have had clear control of the game, and that has been with Wemby on a minutes restriction. He didn't even start on Christmas Day against OKC. It was Luke Cornett. He played less than 30 minutes, and they were still able to win the game. And it was really a combination, just everybody doing their part. I think OKC, the shooting has been lackluster. Last year in the playoffs, they were 11th out of 14 teams in 3-point percentage. So they haven't been able to shoot consistently and reliably, even last postseason. And we know that the year before that, they lost to Dallas because of that exact reason. They couldn't hit their open 3-point shots. But San Antonio has the athletes and the depth to match what OKC does. And we are seeing De'Aaron Fox and that guard play being huge for them, because if Fox is on the bench or Castle's on the bench, then Harper can sub in and he can consistently run that offense and keep defenses on their toes. But I think a big part of San Antonio just being able to take advantage of OKC in a way that they have is that offensively, OKC has dropped off a cliff when they've played the Spurs. They essentially go from averaging like 120 plus points per game to less than 110 points per game. And that's in large part to what you're talking about, is that Wemby sags off a shooter, whether it's Lou Dort or Caruso, he sags off the weakest shooter. And when you have him roaming and controlling the paint, much like what we saw in the Dallas series 2 seasons ago, where they would funnel Shea and J-Dub into help, it really stalls up OKC's offense and it plays right into the hands of the defense and the type of shots that they want you to take. So I think San Antonio has had a really sound game plan. I think they have all the talent to go on a deep playoff run this year. And I don't see any reason why they can't do it. Like you're talking about Wemby, like he has to prove it, but I think Wemby, he'll play really well in the playoffs.
I agree. He
and
will.
If we
it's everybody else,
the type of leap from San Antonio to go from a team out of the playoffs to now a top 3 team in the West, the second team in the West record wise, like I think these players only continue to improve throughout the season, and by the playoffs they could be ready.
Yeah, it's just it's just like do you trust the Stephon Casting shooting in the playoffs? That's going to be a tricky thing. Like I know he's able to get into the paint and all that stuff, but you know, like we always say in the playoffs, the whistle gets tighter. You know, everything starts to become that half court offense. Do you trust Harrison Barnes when the lights are bright? Absolutely, the fuck not. You don't. Been proven that. Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Sohan, Luke Cornett in a playoff series in drop.
Cornett, I'm cool with.
In drop coverage and stuff like that. Like
okay,
that's the tricky things. You know, it's like San Antonio, OKC. They played 3 times in the last 2 weeks. San Antonio's got their number. Now you walk into a playoff series, a ton more time to prepare, you know, a ton of more time to just focus on that one opponent. You know, how does that look? That's why I think San Antonio, I think they should probably capitalize and make a move. You know, nothing groundbreaking. You know, I seen that Malik Monk was available and stuff like that, or guys like Corey Kispert, like just another knockdown shooter. Because even a guy like Devin Vassell, you know, he's streaky. He's a good player, but he's an extremely streaky player. You know, so it's OKC also has streaky players, so I don't want to say like it's just a San Antonio thing. And they, you know, the method is out to guard OKC. It's just hard to do when these non-shooters are hitting their 3-point shots, and then when they're able defensively. And what we've noticed from this team too is they're not able to get to the line as much as they want to against a team like San Antonio, and that's also been another thing that's been hindering their offense. So I think it's a tricky slope.
What were you gonna say, Drew?
I just think that for the Spurs, it's been a trend over these last few years where you have this young star with these young pieces around this superstar, and very quickly they rise up. We saw it with OKC 2 years ago. We saw it with the Rockets last year. And now this year, it's the Spurs. It's one thing that those 3 teams have in common, and that's defense. Defense can carry you in the regular season to a high seed. The Spurs just so happen to have the best defender in the world. So for that, I don't have concerns with them finishing out the season strong. God willing, Victor Wembanyama is able to stay healthy and he's able to finish the season out strong. Then he should accrue almost every single accolade that there is to offer him in this game. The defense can translate, but Riv, I think what you're saying is an excellent point. The offense is what gives you the concern with the Spurs down the stretch in the postseason. But that's when you ask Victor Wembanyama to take that leap and show that there are levels to this, that you are in this class that you deserve to be in with the best in the world conversation. But then it comes on to the Foxes. We brought you in here for a reason. Dylan Harper, this is rookie season. You can only ask so much of a rookie, but this kid, what he's done, an immediate impact he's made for the San Antonio Spurs' offense, it can't be understated. He looks like a vet in year one, and this is a guy who's missed time this season as well. He just looks so ready for the moment as well. You see the growth in Stephon Castle. These young cats, the shooting is the concern, but with the athleticism, the amount that carries over to the defensive side of the ball, that's what should give you some peace of mind with this team.
Do you feel like the 3-0 against them in the regular season is just like an obscure number? Like they've owned them in the regular season, but it has some hint of it's just a regular season, so OKC is not taking it as hard as they take it, obviously, in a playoff series. And in the playoffs, OKC is going to showcase why they're so much better.
No, they did not take it lightly. You see how much it means to Vic. Maybe that's the one side of things. That's nonsense. You see the energy that is brought to both sides. The Spurs simply have given belt the last 2 times that they've matched up. This isn't
so basically you think that if they
one-sided rivalry.
So
that's
you think in the playoffs the Spurs will beat OKC?
It's hard for me to doubt the defense that the Spurs have shown me, because when Vic's on the floor, they make it so impossible for OKC to get to the rim. And then you're just trusting their shooters. That's tough for me to say right now. The defense for OKC is there too. That goes undeniably. That's an obvious fact. But with the size that Victor allows, the shooting that Victor allows, that's forcing the big to obviously come out of the paint as well. And then you have guys like Fox, Castle, Dillon Harper that can get downhill and score at the basket. I like the Spurs, man. The one team that concerns me with the Spurs, like I mentioned, is Denver, because they have that force on the inside. That is Nikola Jokic. OKC, if they had shooting, legitimate shooting, it'd be a no-brainer, because they legitimately have everything else.
It's tough because history has shown we've seen things like this happen where, we had Phoenix beating Minnesota 3 or 4 times in the regular season. Minnesota flipped it and destroyed them in the playoffs. I remember 2022, Golden State lost every regular season matchup to the teams they played in the playoffs. Denver beat them 3 times. Dallas beat them, I think, twice. Memphis beat them 3 times. And they proceeded to go into the playoffs and beat all those teams. So some teams just flip a switch. Some teams have that DNA. I think OKC, they just won a championship last year. So you give them that grace of they'll know when to turn it on. But I think they took it serious. I want to say that. I think for the most part, they took it serious. I think they definitely talked about wanting the record, talked about
in-season tournament, they took serious.
Yeah, and I think they just, they got overwhelmed and the Spurs beat their ass. Now, you give them that grace to adjust and to figure out what there is to fix come playoff time when they do eventually, if they do, match up. And I think that's going to be, the conversations. But, I think right now, Spurs came, they surprised them, beat them in damn near at their home, a neutral site, and then at home. So they beat them everywhere. But I do think you still give OKC a little bit of an edge because, championship team, playoff experience, all that nonsense.
Yeah, I think you're hoping OKC, though, is looking at the last champion to say, it's been damn near a decade since someone went back-to-back. And OKC deserves the benefit of the doubt here. But it's also, I was feeling the same way last year with Boston, where it's like these regular season games mean a lot to these other teams. To you, not so much, because you are coming off that championship. In the regular season, you're almost just saying, okay, we know what really matters once we get to the playoffs, right? Once we're down 1-0, okay. Once it's 2-1, okay. That's when you start feeling some pressure once you're at least coming off the championship. So I feel like that's where OKC is right now, where obviously you want to be able to beat the Spurs, but you have to have the confidence that, listen, we just kind of, ran through the West, this past, I know you went to 7 in Denver, but everyone else, we handled pretty nicely. The Spurs look good. They're a young team, but we're the champions. You know what I mean? Like, SJ is the MVP and arguably the best player in the world. So you got to have all of the confidence going into it. But San Antonio having, I don't want to say an underdog mentality, because Victor does not feel like an underdog and he doesn't present himself that way. But just, I think, the national view of the team, because outside of Vic, like we've been saying, what other of these guys do you trust? It could be dangerous because you're playing with house money if you're the Spurs. What Drew said is right, though, because we have seen the last few years these young teams make the leap, but we haven't seen them make the ultra leap, right? Like, they go from not making the playoffs to the playoffs. The Thunder win a playoff series, but it took the Thunder multiple playoffs to get to the finals, right? The Rockets are first round exit last year. So I still see the Spurs in that light, but they feel like they have more upside than those previous teams because they have real talent with the guy that's playing at, a top 5, top 3 level.
And sometimes we see this scenario where a team that owns another team, they go into the playoffs and they lose that series, and we saw that with the Knicks last year being the Celtics. The Celtics played really well against the Knicks, but the Knicks in the playoffs, they gave belt to up 3-1 in the playoffs. And then Christmas Day, being a Cavaliers, coming back down 17 points. Credit to Cleveland, really. Darius Garland had a great game. Donovan Mitchell had a great game. But when it came down to when it matters the most, which is where Cleveland has really not been able to shine.
Most Cavaliers thing ever.
That's where the Knicks shine. The Knicks took over that fourth quarter, and what brought a smile to my face was Tyler Kolek, 3 threes.
He changed the game.
Didn't miss. Jordan Clarkson, 24 points off the bench. Jalen Brunson having 13 in the fourth quarter. Mitchell Robinson's offensive rebounds. I don't know what happens now when Deuce McBride and Landry Shamet eventually come back, because the way that Tyler Kolek and Clarkson are playing, we have 4 guards now off the bench that you trust to produce. And the bench has won us games. I look to the NBA Cup against San Antonio, the bench swing that game. Now, Christmas Day, the bench swing that game. And Tyler Kolek is playing really well. He's playing really good. And our bench is looking better than it ever has before. And it's a shame because last year most of these players were on the roster, but they just ain't play.
Yeah, I'll be honest. If you've watched,
why was everyone on your body for taking the Cavs?
I don't fucking know. I took them for a game. Like, it was one game. I was like, yo, Cavs, like, whatever. Like, I don't know why people were on me, but yo, bro, I'll be honest. If you watch the Cavs for a month, like the last month and some change, this is the best they've looked, and they lost. Like, legitimately, this is the best they've looked in a month. I'm talking about like teams getting there in terms of health-wise. The ball was moving. The shooting is finally starting to kick in. Defensively, they're starting to buy in a little bit more, and they lost. Granted, the Knicks have been a better team all year, but I feel like watching the Cavs as a Cavs fan, I didn't feel too upset about, like, obviously it sucks because you kind of blew 2 different leads. You blew a lead in the first half, and then you kind of blew a big lead in the second half, which means you controlled the game for the most part. But I didn't even think Tyler Kolek, I thought he played well. I didn't think he changed the game. I really thought Mitch Robinson.
Fourth quarter.
Yeah, I thought Mitch changed the game, because if it wasn't for his extra possessions and him dominating on the offensive glass, Kolek wouldn't get those shots. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought Mitch really perfected just a sound offensive game plan. As I don't need the score, but you're not going to stop me from getting this rebound. And him getting those extra possessions kind of brought the Knicks back into it. And then it was an even game. You kind of saw the tide turn. But I thought, for the most part, watching the game, the Cavs looked better. Like, do I still think they have instructional, like do I still think they need to fix things internally? Absolutely. I still think they're not ready to win a championship. But, you definitely get optimism, like, from just regular season games and thinking they'll probably turn it around and win some more games, because the offense finally looked better. You finally got I think this is like the 3rd game in the last 7 where DG and D Mitch both were playing really well. Both of them didn't play too well down the stretch. The game completely tilted New York way, but for the most part, both of them finally played really well together, and that's a good sign. Sam Murrell's back, so you get some shooting. You finally get, like, the variance is getting back to that. So, it was a positive thing, but for the most part, like, it's like they lost the game. So it's like you did all that. You played super well. You lost the game.
We talked about the transition defense, I think, like last pod, and there's no big example than that when Donovan Mitchell had an electric dunk in the fourth quarter, and then they tried to trap a bunch of times, and OG ended up getting a wide open dunk. So instead of them fouling and sending somebody to the free throw line, they just gave up 2 points. I think things like that really held back Cleveland. And Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. I mean, Jared Allen is very disappointing, but Evan Mobley,
sadly,
like Evan Mobley, 14 points in a big national game.
Oh, he was hurt.
And he played like 26 minutes.
Yeah, he was hurt though. He wasn't supposed to play that day.
Yeah, he played. He was out there though, and I don't know. I'm just really underwhelmed by their 2 big men. And like, I feel like whenever the Knicks have played them, Mitchell Robinson has basically been able to do whatever he's wanted.
Oh, yeah.
Mitchell Robinson's a grown ass man though. Like, there are very few.
Him and Jared Allen the same age.
Insane.
Yeah.
Jared Allen, both of them have issues in terms of health. Both struggled to stay on the basketball court.
Jared Allen is quote unquote soft.
But the physicality that Mitchell Robinson plays with. Also, when was the last time we saw an offensive rebounder this good?
Andre Drummond?
Steven Adams.
Andre Drummond was the first one that comes to mind. Steven Adams does also come to mind because that's like his primary job, but also like the defense that Mitchell Robinson provides on the other side too. It's just everything that Mitchell Robinson, what you miss on for the Knicks, everything Mitchell Robinson provides for you. An amazing rebounder, really solid defender as well. It's the second chances, like you mentioned, Riv, that's the difference and has been the difference in these matchups for the Knicks versus the Cavaliers. The difference that we saw in the playoffs for the Knicks against their opposing teams. Mitchell Robinson is an X factor, and that's an obvious thing that if you watch the Knicks, you understand. He just brings a presence to them that no other player can provide, but there's also very few players in the league that provide what he does as well, and especially at that higher level. But the Knicks have you've added such great depth to their guard position, and just the fact that they rely on their bench players more. You mentioned it, Joel, and it's 100% spot on. Guys that were on the roster are producing this year, and they barely got burned last year. The philosophy change from Thibodeau to Mike Brown has shown this season, and it will pay dividends come playoff time when your star players are actually rested. Now, the one thing that still does concern me is come playoff time, the defense. But in matchups like this versus the Cavaliers, where you're tested down the stretch of games, you see the difference in how the Knicks are prime time down to the stretch of these games. And I just trust Jalen Brunson and company more than I trust the Cleveland Cavaliers, and that was shown on Christmas Day.
Yeah, the fact that you could get these performances from Jordan Clarkson and Tyler Kolek and Mitchell Robinson, like that's what decided this game, really. It's these role players. You know, like Brunson went out there, might have been inefficient, but still did what he had to do, had big buckets in the fourth quarter. The Cavs, their star showed up, right? Donovan Mitchell was crazy. The Donovan Mitchell should have been dunked at the end where Tyler Kolek fouled him. They review it. I don't know why he just doesn't go up for a regular ass dunk.
He slowed down. It was weird.
Slowed down. I don't know if he was trying to do like a 360 or something crazy, but he did have a crazy dunk. Like the second to last possession was nuts, and it's just not going to matter because they lost the game like 5 seconds after.
They have me on his documentary speaking.
Well, I saw that on your Instagram, but I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, he has like a diary with Anscape. It was pretty cool. It was it was just me glazing him. I loved it.
Where can we watch it? Yeah,
I'll send it to you, bro. It was like me and like 4 other people, but like my voice, of course.
I saw that, and I thought it was I thought someone made like an edit or something.
Yeah, I thought it was too, and then I looked at it on YouTube, and I was like, oh shit, I'm actually like in it. Like, nice.
Oh, you got to send that. You got to send that.
It's me just glazing him. Like, he's so good.
Hey,
man.
Listen, nothing wrong with glazing. Glazing gets you paid.
I just feel like they don't make plays when they need to make them. The Cavaliers, like that's what it comes down to. Like Donovan Mitchell, he did slow down for it. I love Tyler Kolek's hustle on it, and for him to get all ball was pretty remarkable.
Tyler Kolek, man. Great player.
Oh yeah,
great ball
Donovan
player.
Mitchell. It looked like it was a free 2 points, and those are those mistakes that they make. You know, getting abused on the glass, shooting 35%, I believe it was in the fourth quarter, is not being able to hit shots. I just think they fall apart, and they got to figure it out quickly because I think that the Cavaliers, they're going to get the grace of the entire season to figure this thing out. Because I think right now the front office is probably looking at this thing like it's mostly an injury problem. We just haven't been healthy. So they're going to give them that opportunity to get things right. But this is probably the last year we're seeing this core together.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like Ty Jerome has missed. Obviously, you couldn't pay him what you were gonna pay him because in hindsight,
he hasn't played this year.
I was about to say, like in hindsight, he hasn't played yet. Lonzo Ball sucks.
Give him some time.
My God,
time.
Like, yo, I've never seen no shit like this in my life. This nigga ass. Like, yo, bro.
Give him some time. He's coming back from a catastrophic knee injury.
And you know what? I wish he'd just be a leader and sit down. Like, I wish he'd just be a great motivator.
So what is it that you see from Lonzo Ball that you don't like?
+2.
Bro, he can't do anything. He like outside of make cool bounce passes every now and then. He cannot do anything. He can't shoot. He can't finish at the rim. Like, bro, he like it just if you can't do like I would have rather had just Isaac Okoro back. At this point, just give me him back.
All
at least
right,
at worst,
you're dragging that.
Joel, at worst, you know he could lock somebody up. Like, you know he could do that. He just can't score. Lonzo can't score. He can't do anything. So it's like, what do we?
Has his defense fallen off too, or
it's just not good enough to like? It's kind of like, and we're gonna talk about him maybe in a little bit. That guy over in Golden State, it's getting to a point where it's like your defense can't keep saving you, dude. You're really just tainting the offense.
You're talking about AirPods?
No, he's talking about Draymond.
Oh,
That blew mine with that. You quote tweeted that and said, just look at how they defend Draymond. That was the wrong clip to say that.
No, people thought I meant that in a positive way. They weren't guarding him.
Meant that in a negative way. But I say that to say that was the wrong clip to quote because he threw a perfect bounce pass that led to points.
Brother, they left him. That's my point.
They did leave him, but he's still making the right offensive plays.
No, bro. You gotta watch, bro. He turns the ball over.
I understand his offense isn't great.
No,
it's far from great.
It's not even good.
That was the wrong clip to go and say, "Yo, look at him."
No, look at him.
Dime.
Look at him. Top of the key, Drew. Top of the key. Wide the fuck open. Wide the fuck open.
I won't.
Butt naked open.
I'm just saying.
Gotta wait. You gotta wait. You gotta wait and hope and pray Steph get this dude open. And he just does it because he's that good. But yo, bro, you're butt naked open. At some point, what do you work on in the offseason? Like,
I mean, I feel like with Draymond, it just feels like there's always something because recently he blew up on Steve Kerr and he went back to the locker room.
It's always something.
I think that with his declining performance and then him throwing temper tantrums, not just punching Jordan Poole, but now getting into it with Steve Kerr, it just seems like he's kind of overstaying his welcome.
Listen, I will never.
It's a bit much.
I will never ever disrespect what Draymond means to Golden State because he is what Steph is on offense. On defense. No, he's still great defensively. Like he's still awesome defensively.
Does he deserve a statue?
Probably. I'll be honest. Maybe. Like, and well deserved, right? Like Golden State ain't had
Kevin Durant get a statue?
I think maybe not a statue, but he should get his jersey retired. I think so.
So of course we know Steph, Clay, Draymond probably get a statue.
Longevity there, and like
who gets a statue between Kevin Durant and Iguodala?
I don't think Iggy should get a statue.
But if you had to pick one, who would you?
Kevin Durant.
Is it a hard question or you just like clear cut?
No, it's clear cut.
It's clear cut. It's KD.
Kevin Durant. So how come you have to question him getting the statue when he has 2 Finals MVPs and 2 championships with the franchise?
He played 3 years.
Yeah, I think statues for the longevity guys, like what you did and how long you were there for. That's all. Like D-Wade got a statue, and people would say LeBron's better than him in Miami, but D-Wade was there forever.
You think LeBron getting a statue in Miami? He might.
KD hater. People say we're not going to admit KD hater. Does it ever pull at heartstrings? Like some of the best moments of your basketball careers, like watching KD play?
No, some of the best moments of my life was 2022. Kevin Durant wasn't there.
For sure. But like obviously winning 2 championships was awesome.
It was cool.
But it's okay. You never it's never pulling. Like there's some great moments. But like
if you ever notice, Drew notices because that's my brother. You don't really notice.
You kind of just count.
If you ever notice, when I talk about Steph, I never talk about him with Kevin. Like I never bring those years up.
I guess I'm not thinking about you with Steph. It's just the Warriors.
Yeah, I don't bring those years up.
2022 saved legacies. Genuinely saved legacies. Enhanced legacies. Excuse me. Enhanced. No saving. Enhanced.
As he deserved.
Yeah,
I'll bring up 24-year-old. Like
I'll bring up the COVID year before I bring up 2017. Like Steph with the flat top. I'll bring that shit up first. Like,
I know. But yeah, you're a Steph fan. You're not a Warriors fan.
Nah, I'm getting over this shit.
Yeah, he's leaving as soon as Steph retires.
If they would have drafted anybody but Pods, I would have stayed.
And you're all Detroit.
Oh, dude, it's up and it's.
But then you would have had to root for Alfred Şengün. Would you have felt okay with that?
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
no.
You wouldn't trade Pods for Şengün?
Yes.
In a heartbeat, duh.
I'd trade Pods for Tyler Kolek. I can't stand. Pods, bro. I can't stand them, bro.
Shout out to Tyler Kolek. I've been looking forward to talking about this all day, and this is the Lakers loss to the Rockets, 119-96. I've been waiting to talk about this.
7 different Lakers sides, so
no, you make me sick.
I'm completely swayed in the negative direction with them. I am the Grinch's. I am the Lakers Grinch right
True,
now.
he said 2 weeks ago the Lakers could win it.
Remember the A+ offseason? What happened to the A+ offseason?
Bro, he doesn't stick like with the Lakers. He really just doesn't care.
It looked like that. It looked like that. But
it was just never that.
No, there's a lot of things that feel off about the Lakers. Watching them on Christmas Day, it was embarrassing. And before the podcast, I think Riff said this. It was like it's on everybody. I think that to a degree is true. I mean, one of the biggest Lakers problems is that they have a deficiency in talent. They are not as talented as these other West teams. They are heavily reliant upon their star players carrying the load. And when Luka and Reeves were both clicking, when LeBron was off the floor, they had an easier schedule. They would play really well. But just LeBron, Luka, and Reeves, they just don't fit. That is the matter of fact of it. Luka and Reeves are the two offensive superstars on the team. LeBron is still a good offensive player, but he's not Reeves and he's not Luka offensively right now, which means that whoever is the third guy in that big three, they need to do the dirty work. They need to be able to defend. They need to be able to rebound. And LeBron on multiple occasions didn't box out. He didn't play any defense. He was a negative offensively and didn't do much offensively either. I felt like he had a nice run with the bench in the second quarter, but outside of that, there wasn't a lot of positive moments. Rui Hachimura ball watches and doesn't play defense. He has size. He doesn't hustle. He brings a shooting dynamic to the team, but that's it. And then DeAndre Ayton, like there were so many times where he was going up for a basket and he got stripped and he was just kind of soft. They don't have anybody that can guard. And Luka Doncic is another player that I'm kind of left wondering, despite the numbers that he's averaging, is if there's anything more to him, if he's going to reach another level in his game, because he doesn't play defense. He doesn't box out. When he doesn't have the ball, his hands are on his knees and he's just watching the possession from the logo. And when he has the ball, he dominates it. And for the most part, although you can argue it's a good shot for him, he takes very difficult shots. Although with him on the court and Reeves and just him, they've been a net positive. It's really been with LeBron, they've been a net negative. It's because they don't fit together. And I don't think that JJ Redick calling them out is going to change anything, because this just is a team that doesn't have the personnel that JJ Redick is asking of them to do. They just can't do what he wants them to do. And JJ Redick, I've been really set off by his temper tantrums as a head coach. It feels like he hasn't been able to really just remain composed. I feel like whenever something happens, he's instantly talking about the team in the media in a negative light. Like, listen, I think it's justified to call them out for the level of play, but I think doing it publicly is where you kind of lose me, because now you make this just very awkward for everybody on the team to talk about instead of just keeping it in-house. I don't think he was prepared to be a head coach, and that's just me. I really don't see JJ Redick lasting that long as a head coach.
All right. The reason why I have a problem with that is, God forbid we're honest. Like, God forbid we're honest. JJ Redick is right. I cannot be mad at somebody telling you how it is, because how often do we ask these coaches, these players, to just be straightforward and just be genuine with us speaking? And JJ Redick is doing exactly that. And now we're going to say, he's throwing fits.
What does he do great as a head coach?
Offensive play calling. It's hard
because barely run plays.
What's the offensive play calling? It's just Luka.
To be fair, you're not wrong, but that's part of
the players too.
Luka Doncic.
Yeah, that's on the players.
That's part of playing with Luka Doncic.
Luka didn't run plays in Dallas.
I do genuinely think that our defense is not going to get good. Our offense needs to score 120 to 130 points every single night, and sometimes that may not be good enough.
And there are two players that can score.
Our defense is horrendous. Our two players that can score consistently. If this is you continuing your LeBron hate, whatever.
LeBron has been asked this year.
LeBron has a positive net rating with one of them, though.
Not most. And it's slightly.
Yeah.
He's almost shooting 50%, 20 points per game. Like you say, he's dog shit, relax. He's still LeBron James. It's just not the 25.
He's not still LeBron James.
He's taking a back seat to Luka Doncic, who is the best offensive player on the court. And he understands that in order for the Lakers to be successful, you need Reeves. So he's deferring, and I respect that. Nevertheless, it's not the offense isn't going to carry us. Our defense is not that good. And it kills me because I love Rui. You guys know how much I've talked up Rui since we acquired him at the trade deadline. He's been such a strong asset for us in the LeBron tenure. The issue is we need defenders, and it's not his fault that the rest of the team is not surrounded by defenders, because Rui would be a great role player like he was in 2023 when we had defenders around him. The issue is we have zero defenders and zero defenders that can shoot, because Vanderbilt's unplayable. Marcus Smart, when he's healthy, obviously he's solid, but that's always going to be the question.
But Vando hit shots last night.
We don't have a real interior presence still.
He did. Over his last 6 games, he's shooting 50% from 3.
Yo, enough. Vando is dog shit.
He's literally probably like the best they got, like in terms of what they're looking for, like defensive minded.
Yeah. But he's always been that.
He has always been that, which is why I consistently talk about him. But Riv consistently tells me shut up because he can't play. And Riv, as much as I want to tell you to eat it, you're not wrong.
LeBron is shooting. LeBron is shooting
to a point where we need to play him. Simple as this.
LeBron is shooting 31% from 3.
It's not, yo, bro. You got to stop making it just a LeBron problem.
It's not a LeBron problem solely, but I think that he is bringing down the morale of the team a lot.
He's struggling from 3 right now. He's in a lull shooting. He'll find it.
He doesn't fit with them. He needs to be more complimentary, but I think at this age is a lot to ask of him to do that. And he's also kind of sounded like he's had 1 foot in the door and 1 foot out all year long. LeBron James, I mean, like, it is hard to play with somebody that after this year might not be there.
Can we just
set up with this?
Like, I'm tired of talking
this
about
is Luka. Wait, so
basketball.
this is Luka 2 feet in? Because if this is Luka 2 feet in, I want out.
Our defense is bad. Like, don't talk about offense. Don't talk about LeBron. Don't talk about Reeves, Luka, unless you're talking about their defense.
Well, yeah, your core is bad defense. So there's nothing we can really do about it.
LeBron James, there was a play where he failed to box out Şengün and started running in transition.
Fine with
and
this.
then gave up a putback basket.
Agreed.
Like, that is like LeBron just feels like he's playing
LeBron,
to
you 40-year-old
keep
bastard.
juicing up his
more
stats.
athletic. Try harder.
I don't feel like LeBron is playing for any reason other than adding some stats to his stat sheet.
Okay.
He's not playing for anything meaningful anymore, and it shows.
How about we look at the front office that failed to get our big move, our big free agent signing to bolster up our interior
A+ offseason
was DeAndre Ayton.
Dominating.
Number 1 overall pick.
They said dominating. That's what they call it.
I'm not gonna lie.
This was our
DeAndre Ayton is like he is not even the top 3 of the Lakers' problems right now.
Don't
It's the
disagree.
big 3.
I don't disagree. But here's another thing. This is what our big move was. Let's go and bring in Defensive Player of the Year once upon a time, old man Marcus Smart.
He's been good for them.
You need leadership? Bring in Marcus Smart. He's been great for them when he's been on the court. I agree. When he's been on the court, that's a guard. That's a guard who we already have 3 if you count LeBron. If you count LeBron, because that's the position that he plays on offense.
As a guard. He's
What about Jackson Hayes holding it down, bro?
That hurts. That hurts. That wasn't cool. He needs complementary pieces. Where's our wings? Who are our wings? Rui, LeBron, Jake LaRavia.
He's solid. He's been solid this year.
I like Jake.
He actually tries.
There is nothing here.
Yeah, no, listen. The Lakers roster's
good defender.
The Lakers roster is bad. They're going to be first round exits again. They're not making it out the first round. They're whack. They're whack. Like, the only way that they can get a piece that matters is by trading Rui. Rui has to go because he just doesn't play defense.
Insane thing I'm about to say. Trade Reeves for Herb Jones straight up.
I think trading Reeves is the move.
I think trading Reeves is short-sighted as hell.
Because
when LeBron retires, there's nobody else.
Luka Doncic is
You're going to build this team around Luka and Reeves?
LeBron's
is the counterpart?
I'm going to build this team around Luka and Herb Jones?
LeBron's going to be gone.
Maybe not Herb, but
we need a POA. He's the only one really available.
Listen, man, you cannot make a move thinking about the fit of Luka and LeBron, because LeBron is
this has nothing to do with LeBron. I just
said
that.
LeBron's gone.
So what team? What, like, you cannot just trade somebody who's gonna be an all-star this year.
Yeah, but you can when you need. Well, first off, Herb Jones just those just don't exist.
He just doesn't play though. He's also been hurt.
That's not wrong. That's not wrong.
Like,
But a legitimate
trading-
complementary player to Luka Doncic, like complete polar opposite. You have Luka Doncic, the offensive legend that he is, who plays zero defense. You need a guy like Herb Jones to hold everything else down. Yes, I agree with you. I don't think Ayton's been the biggest problem, but you still need real interior presence.
The thing is, though, Reeves is to Luka what I think Brunson should have been to Luka, and what Kyrie was to Luka for a short stint. You can win with that type of level of guard offensive play. You just need to build around them, but it's just hard because two of the wing spots are taken by LeBron at 41, who doesn't play defense, and he has a no trade clause. There's no, like, the real odd man out here is LeBron, but he can't be traded.
It's wrong. I think that's wrong. I think
the big three, you think Reeves is the odd man out?
No, I think all three of them are odd men out.
There
I
it
think
is.
they're all the
Reeves and
problems.
Luka, they fit together.
On offense, you are ignoring. You are
ignoring
You're
defense
ignoring
too much.
that not only is LeBron at 40 a bad defender, but Luka at 26 and Reeves at 26 are horrible, and they are not going to get better. They're never going to get better. Those two are guards, which means they are the front line, and they are horrible. You have an opportunity.
That.
You can pick on him, Luka, Rui, Reeves, LeBron.
Continue. Keep going.
That's four people.
That's
Everyone.
That's the issue. If you had to, like, okay, just blank slate.
Yes, I would trade LeBron.
If you had to build around two players on the Lakers, who are the two?
It would be the young ones, Luka and Reeves, but I don't think you could build around both of them. I don't think
and
Reeves is that counterpart.
So for right now, because you can't just let Reeves walk, they got to re-sign him back based on how he's playing. They can't just let him walk. He's too good to just let walk.
That's
so
50 mil on the book.
They have to build this team around those two, so they need to acquire defense around them. A big reason why they suck defensively, because even though those two are individually bad defenders, if they're surrounded by great defenders, I think the defensive rating would naturally pick up. The Knicks right now with Kat and Brunson, they're able to
build
field
what
a
the
good
Mavericks
defense.
had.
I'm going to be honest.
The Mavericks figured it out with Kyrie and Luka. They figured
out.
out.
Like,
If you have that may sound terrible, I'm going to say something that may sound terrible. We may need to let Reeves walk.
How are you going to replace his offense?
$50 million. If I have to sign, listen, and you guys know, I don't need to justify myself when talking about the Lakers. You know how I feel about them. I love all the guys. If you want to build a real roster next to Luka Doncic, paying Austin Reeves 40 to 50 million is not the way to win a championship, and has nothing to do with Reeves as a offensive talent, because he has shown you what he can do when he has the ball in his hands offensively. It's the other side of the ball. And if Luka Doncic was a 6 out of 10 on defense, I would say, you know what? Let's do it. Let's get it going. I think that you can pay him the bread and you can still get it done. But because Luka is such a black hole on offense, on defense, but so is Austin Reeves, you cannot pay Reeves a max contract as well. You're the Lakers.
Funny enough,
have Luka Doncic. You can have another guy willing to play alongside him that complements him on offense as well as defense. And that person, as much as I love Austin Reeves, it's not him. And I'm not talking as the LeBron fan. Yes, I love him and I want him to win another championship. It's not happening. I'm thinking about this like he's gone, because that's what the Lakers are already thinking about too. How can we build a championship team around Luka Doncic once LeBron is gone? Because this is our franchise. And it's not with Reeves, unfortunately.
Well, once LeBron is gone, I mean, he's getting paid like $50 million per year. Like, LeBron makes up a big chunk of that salary, that when removing him, you can go acquire other players. I don't think one second, Riv. I don't think that letting go of the guy who is an offensive star, who is going to make the All-Star game, who when Luka sits out drops 40, is the way to go. Like, at the end of the day, you need to live with their flaws because he's that good of an offensive player. Maybe there's a move along the line where you can trade him and you can get back something, but you cannot let just a player that talented just walk.
But who's going to be willing to trade for Reeves on a $45 million contract?
Woo!
I don't know if he
my
gets
concern.
45 million.
Brother, he took a pay cut the first time. He's getting
He's
the
not.
bag.
After the season he's having right now, he's saying, I just had my best year at 26.
And on top of that,
years old.
like they have a lot of, and the thing with the Lakers is they have a lot of dead money sitting. You know, Gabe's at 11 mil. Maxi Kleber's still getting minutes. He's at 11 mil. Vano's at like 13 mil. Like they have a lot of these dead money, and they're not good players. So it's like, I think
only teams that have cap space in the offseason are the Brooklyn Nets at 10 million. Everybody doesn't have.
No, the Washington will have cap space.
Okay, maybe I'm searching this wrong. It says Washington. I think they just have a lot of dead money.
I imagine it'd be a sign and trade.
Yeah, because I think CJ is going to be up. They'll have like 96 million in cap.
I think that this past offseason kind of proved that the NBA is lower on these type of scoring guard archetypes. I know Reeves is a tick above that, but I don't think that any franchise is also like paying Reeves and making them like their number one guy. Like I think other franchises are aware of his price tag. Like I think Reeves' market is going to be like 35 to 40 million, which I don't mind paying him that. Like if that's what Mikal Bridges, that's what OG Anunoby got, then I think Austin Reeves can get that.
That archetype of Mikal and OG is far more important, I feel like.
Imagine OG. Oh my God. I would do that in a heartbeat.
Hey, I was saying before, like LeBron,
OG replaced with Reeves, and it doesn't sound that good.
LeBron with both of them off the court is a +9. So like when they're not on the court,
Lakers
he's
whole
running the lineup.
It's rotten, bro.
Yeah,
like
the Lakers roster sucks, man.
It's the role players, it's the core, it's everything. There's not just one problem with them.
Yeah, I don't think, and this is the thing. This is how I'm looking at it. Like, of course, JJ Redick hasn't been the greatest. I'm not going to say he hasn't. You know, it's really tough to run a real legit system with players like LeBron and Luka and Reeves. It is. It's the truth. LeBron's never really had a system. Let's just call it what it is. Luka's never really had a system. It's just put the ball in their hands, let them work. Defensively, I don't think it's just LeBron. Luka's also a guy that's not putting in effort. Luka's also a guy that gets lost in the sauce. That's not going to change. We love his PRAs. His points, rebounds, assists are incredible. It's awesome. He can't get to the rim anymore. He's very slow. Sometimes he gets fatigued a lot in the first quarter. So you're going to see in the first half, he's pouring in 21, 22 points a game in the first quarter, and then he's going to fizzle out late in the game because he's already fatigued. And then Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is putting up awesome numbers. He can't guard anybody. He can't guard the fifth guy on the starting five. And then you have the other guys, Marcus Smart, who's putting in the effort, but now you have no rim protection. Now you have DeAndre Ayton in the game, which offensively is solid. He's not a rim protector. And you got Hayes, but you can't really play Hayes for too long. And now you're putting in guys like Jared Vanderbilt, who, if he does hit threes, awesome. But people are still going to give him that three at will every single time. And then you have Maxi Kleber in the game. Why the fuck is he in the game? I don't know, but he's in the game. So, like, this roster, it's deeper than the big three, but the big three are a problem. But it's like this roster is so poorly constructed that realistically, it's like obviously I'm leaning towards Joel in the sense of you probably have to pay Austin Reeves anyways. You need to keep a budding star next to Luka. But I don't think this is going to be the same vibes as Dallas. At least in Dallas, you had a defensive-minded coach. You had a lot of defenders around them. You know what I'm saying? So that gave you that
assets.
But that's what you need to build.
Yeah, but I think nowadays
Kyrie with Reeves.
Nowadays you can't. I don't think it's
Kyrie
that easy to just have that
shit on defense.
Yeah, like you can't have two
but you have
awful defenders.
Luka's
gotten worse defense,
and you just put defenders around them. That's why everyone else is the problem.
I thought Luka had his hand up a couple times last night.
Look, no, Luka's regressed.
Yeah, he hasn't been that. Yeah.
Luka's regressed.
You're going too hard.
He's been inefficient.
Luka's and it's not even the efficiency.
It's the 3-point shot that's just
not even the three. He doesn't get to the rim anymore. His defense is worse.
He didn't a lot last year either.
It's been going down.
He does not.
No, he all right. He finishes at the rim incredibly.
He doesn't get there frequently.
It's the volume.
So he doesn't get to the rim.
It's the volume.
Yeah, he does not get to the rim. Does he finish? I'm not saying he doesn't finish. He doesn't get there. He doesn't get there. The 3-point shooting is falling off. He doesn't get to the rim.
That's true.
He's gotten heavier. His defense is got worse. Like
for whatever it was, I don't know if he's gotten heavier.
His fatigue.
I thought he lost weight this offseason.
He literally lost weight.
He was on the cover.
Have you seen with your eyes that?
I do think he was bigger last year.
He's definitely thinner than last year. Definitely.
What's going on then?
Riv,
but I mean, he's not as good as last year.
No, here's the thing with Luka.
And 3-point shot.
Here's the thing. Luka is so amazing that his regression is still a top 5 player in the world. I want y'all to think about that. That's how good he is.
One of the 5
because
best players
offensively, as a passer, a playmaker, in the mid-range, he's still all world. So when I say regression for him is like 2 to 4. Like that's for him.
Yeah,
that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Doesn't sound right.
It doesn't, because it's a negative word, and I am sorry.
I mean, he hasn't looked the same. I think there a couple things are true. Like, I think Luka could be a lot better. I also think that this situation is exacerbating like all of his weaknesses. Like all of his weaknesses look even worse in this environment because of how bad the environment is. Now, should he still be better? Yes, I do think he should still be better. But the way that Dallas was able to build around Luka and Kyrie, like it was a mid-season Daniel Gafford and PJ Washington trade and then drafting Derek Lively. That's really how they were able to go from a team out the playoffs to a team in the playoffs. Yeah, and he was like a minimum contract. So
yeah,
they were able to build like that way. So I don't think it's gonna take like a lot of moves to try to build this thing out.
Well, they don't have no assets, dude.
Right now, like they can only start building once LeBron is gone, and that's the harsh truth. That's they can only start building once he decides that it's over, because as long as he's there, it's too big of a contract, and he doesn't provide what those two need to complement them.
I don't even know how many. Do they even have their picks?
When's their next pick? They don't own all of them. That's for sure. Don't they have a 29 first they could trade?
I think it's 31.
31? You don't have the 29?
I don't think we do. I think we traded the 29 to get Luka.
How much dead money do they have?
Should believe in Rob Pelinka.
Rob Pelinka got us Luka Doncic. All right, what more can we ask him?
That is
the master negotiator.
First of all, Nico Harrison got you Luka.
Yeah.
It was an inside
Pelinka
job.
built this year was just wasn't it.
Not gonna disagree.
We ain't talking about the Rockets at all.
Yeah, well, the Rockets looked great. They were in a slump coming into this game, and they really laid down, I guess, their will. Like they were awesome. Now they out hustled them. Tari Eason was great.
Yo, Riv, you've been asking for
Kevin
a man
Durant
to be
was great.
aggressive.
It's about fucking time.
He's been turning it on recently.
Yeah, man. Just play your game. Play your game, man.
Yeah, I mean, Houston is awesome. I think they're one of the best teams in the West. The only knock I have on them, and this is just based off what I've been seeing up until this point, is that they haven't been the best in clutch games. And
neither was the Suns.
No, Kevin Durant, I think there's
neither
a trend
was the Celtics
with him where Kevin Durant, he turns over the ball a lot, and teams that he's on, they tend to have a higher turnover worthy percentage. And he also just he needs to take more shots. Like, I know that the efficiency thing is great with him. He scored 25 on 15 shots, but there are nights when the Rockets really need him to like go and just take 30 shots. Like
that's been KD though, sadly.
Exactly. So I think that's a big reason why they struggle late in clutch time, because usually he's being a bit too unselfish, where everybody else is getting shots, and Alperen Şengün is like going like 11 for 29 and missing these fourth quarter shots. And I just think that he needs to be more assertive, but then again, that's just his personality. I don't think it's going to happen now, like in year 18. So that's just who he is. But he is like, old teams we are seeing now, they don't work. And he is the exception because he's on an extremely young team. So he's able to just kind of be what they need while everybody else hustles and dodges loose balls and gets rebounds and plays defense. Like, he's able to just fit in there seamlessly because he picked the right team to go to. But, older teams we see with the Clippers, like when you're just too slow, you don't have the athletes, you just get outmatched. And I thought that's why the Rockets outmatched the Lakers, because they're just a more younger athletic team.
Yeah, KD needs to understand that sometimes his bad shot is better than a lot of people's good shot.
It's true.
Yeah. It's like 80%, 95%.
You're that good.
I'd rather have a
look
KD
at
shot.
Luka, look at Shea, look at the degree of difficulty on their shots. They don't care because they just know they work on that.
Shit, look Steph, LeBron, Kawhi, brother, Harden, just shoot it. Sometimes
should I even throw Brunson in there? Because that's another one.
I don't see Brunson take too many bad shots.
But it's not even like KD takes like easy shots. All of his shots are hard. He just doesn't do it enough.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know. He just stopped shooting at a point. It's like weird.
But I felt like the Rockets coming into this game, they needed this one. Yeah. Like they really needed
killed us on the glass. Oh my
yeah.
God.
It was embarrassing.
They were just
LeBron
penetrating they were just
on a
penetrating the
transition.
paint, extra pass, kick out, all that type of good stuff.
Yeah.
Dorian
Rui, man.
Smith was back. Impact.
Yeah,
First
that was
There
game.
you go. First
The
game back
Rockets are
against the
gonna get
Lakers.
scary. It's gonna happen soon.
Unfortunately, nobody's scared of them.
The Rockets? Not
kinda-
for real scared.
Don't sleep.
It's just their fourth
Respect.
quarter offense really does suck. It's really bad.
Is it an Ime problem or is it an KD problem?
I think it's a structural problem. Also, Ime.
What
Because
about
they blame the Jays a lot. They blame them a lot when it was Ime over there.
I mean,
They got
Ime
Joe,
can't.
all of a
The
sudden
brother
they figured it out.
consistently ran drop coverage on the greatest shooter of all time.
Yeah. Also, they don't have any shooting, and they play really bad lineups sometimes.
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah. I mean, Ime's defensively, he's one of the best coaches in the NBA.
he's awesome.
But
Offense. He needs an
offensively, it could get ugly.
He needs an offensive guy next to him.
But aren't they still a top 5 offense?
Yeah, you got to let that go. You really do.
Why though?
Yo, they rack that up on offensive rebounding, bro. It's really not that good of an offense.
Offensive rebounding skews the number that much?
It can
second
help.
chance possessions.
Interesting.
They
That's
can
good to
help.
know.
Yeah, I mean they are the
mean,
they're historically dominant offensive rebounding
Drew,
team.
you watch. You don't think it's like a top 5 offense.
No,
It seems
I
like-
don't. But I do think that the second chances, especially when you're giving those opportunities to Kevin Durant, and again with the recent the assertiveness that we're seeing recently from a men, that's got to leave you at minimum optimistic. The one thing concerning to me still is that Alperen Sengun is on a little bit of a skid in terms of his efficiency. Other than that, like I still trust it, especially once Dorian Finney gets accustomed to the offense and starts getting more conditioned. That'll be a great boost to the 3-point shooting.
Yeah.
I don't hate where the Rockets are heading right now.
No, I'm with you.
No.
I have some
I love
thoughts
where they're
on-
heading.
Yeah, I have some
Rip
thoughts.
just said
on
nobody's
Sengun.
scared of them. And
Yeah.
I was
What are your
like,
thoughts?
yeah,
That's
feel
where
that.
I disagree.
feel
You
that.
can't say that seriously, Riv.
Well, we're talking about the Nuggets. We're
I'm talking about like in
the
their
Thunder,
tier. Like no
Spurs.
teams in their tier are scared of them.
They're in the
Scared, I
Spurs
guess
tier.
scared's not the right word,
Yeah.
but like they don't look at the Rockets and are like, oh, I'm
No. They're
excited.
definitely like
No,
they're
no.
annoying, but like they ain't not. Oh shit, here
Now,
we
it
go.
seems like we're being disrespectful to the Rockets. I want to take that back. They're an excellent team.
Yeah.
All right.
We just
Yeah.
got done talking about like the Thunder. And so.
What are your thoughts on Sengun?
No, I'm gonna wait.
Why? Wait for
I'm
what?
just gonna wait. Just gonna wait.
Is there
He's
a
been-
time
he-
that should be
He
waiting?
just
for?
hasn't been efficient. Give him some time. He started
That's
the
why-
season incredibly.
And Drew, that's why I said I'm gonna wait.
Look at me. Look, I'm defending Sengun. Joel,
say
have you ever
anything.
seen that?
when
No,
do you
I'm
think
just
you'll have a
asking. Like,
decision?
is that it? Just the efficiency?
Dells, did I
thing?
say anything positive or negative? I just said I
No,
have
I'm just wondering. You're gonna wait till when?
I'm gonna wait until I want to say playoffs start April and some change. So I'm gonna
Okay.
wait until round 2.
Okay, round 2.
I think some things I'm gonna see are gonna come true.
It's interesting.
Like what?
I can only tell you if they're positive or negative. I can't tell you what they are. They are
Well,
negative.
I know they're negative.
Oh,
but
okay.
what is it?
Okay. Yeah,
What
okay.
things?
Known Sengun
He's gonna
hater.
miss a shot in the fourth quarter. See? I
No.
told you.
That's everybody does that. I'm not gonna. I just see some things I don't like, and I'm just gonna wait.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just I'm sure you see them too, but you're more optimistic than me.
I'm not that optimistic on the Rockets.
No, Sengun. We're just talking him, just him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Sengun, he's a star. I mean, what else do you want him to be?
I'm with you. Low
he's
end,
he's a star player.
Low end.
Like,
like
So
Sabonis.
he's
is.
very-
Sabonis are
no, he's way better than Sabonis.
potentially.
Not
No,
everyone can be a
It's not even
superstar.
potentially.
There's
He's
just-
a much
there's
better
stars.
defender than him. He's a much better
He's all right on
passer.
defense.
He's a much better creator offensively. He has
He's
more
really-
post moves at his disposal.
His post moves are good. Also, he's not too
Sabonis
efficient.
is drop shoulder. I'm gonna take this up on you.
Sengun is
He doesn't have
elbow,
what
screams and
Sengun
yells,
has.
foul, misses. I get it. I'm with you.
So what is if his free throw rate gonna drop, and that's what you're gonna say?
Hey,
came true?
you attacked Deni Advija. I did not. I don't have anything.
Well, no, Deni Advija is just the biggest fraud in the NBA. He's like
He's not
I
biggest.
I think
I would say that if I said Josh Hart was better than him, I would say that too.
and Josh Hart. I'd much rather have him on the Knicks than Deni Advija. Josh Hart is way better than him. I would take him 10 times out of 10. Like, I don't think Deni Advija averages 13 in the dead ball era. I'm so serious. He doesn't touch that.
Such a random.
He is
just to throw
benefiting
out.
from the
Some people are
easiest offensive era in NBA history.
Some people
but
aren't built for the dead
he
ball. era.
don't. He is. I'm dropping my shoulder into you and drawing a foul. There are games where he has 15 free throws and he has 4 shots made. Get this guy out of here, man. He's a fake all-star. If he ever gets into the playoffs, which probably won't happen because he's on the Blazers, he will be the biggest playoff dropper known to man.
Okay, geez, man.
Why do you hate Deni?
What did he do to you? This feels personal.
Like he plays for Portland. Why do you hate him?
Yeah, he's just whack, bro. Like
okay.
he's not that good. Like them numbers be fooling people. He's really not that good.
I respect the hell out of
watching him play. Like, can you imagine watching somebody for 40 minutes and they only made 4 shots, but they have 26 points?
Yeah, I've watched him a few times. So yeah, I definitely.
He only made 4 shots in a game and he got 30. Where the hell did this come from?
It's like college, right?
It just feels so random. Like there's like Deni Advija. That's not something we really.
He texted it the other day, and I was just like, okay.
He did text that. Yeah,
like a random Deni Advija text.
Screenshots.
His splits are disgusting.
He just got mad. It was just like fuck Deni Advija, like, and then just sent it. I was like, okay.
Man. All right, let's talk about a real demon. That's Cooper Flagg. Now, so I want to know if you guys agree with this because he now has an 82% chance to win Rookie of the Year according to Polymarket. And Polymarket, we all partake in this market and we give our own opinions. So this is the opinion of people that are just regular people like us every day that they're contributing to the market. And right now, when you look at the Rookie of the Year change, Cooper Flagg is now at an 80%. Knueppel's at 15%. Earlier in the year, you can see by this graph that Cooper Flagg was at 44% and Knueppel was at 38%. So as Cooper Flagg has continued to play really well, the people have predicted that Cooper Flagg will run away with the Rookie of the Year. I disagree with it because I think that Knueppel is still playing at a really high level, but with the way that Cooper Flagg is playing, it does seem like he is kind of cementing his Rookie of the Year case. And even with how great Con is playing, it just feels like Cooper Flagg, he's just going to rebound more. He's going to play make a little bit more. He's going to have those big blow-up performances. They're going to get more attention than what Con is doing, but Con has still been amazing.
I needed to make sure that what Joel was saying had no validity because his splits are awful. He's shooting 46% from the field, 36% from 3. That's awful.
I'm talking about
the Tatum a few years ago.
Oh shit!
Are you comparing? Hold up. Let's get Cooper Flagg out of here. Are you getting?
That's not a slight.
Are you comparing Tatum to Advija? Dead ass. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I hate him. This is why I hate him. You comparing him to Tatum?
No, I'm awful. Like he's shooting 42% from the field.
Okay,
like he's Jalen Green last year.
While you was on the phone looking at them box score stats, what the splits? The splits I was talking about was his free throws made to his field goals made discrepancy. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm looking over
Joel
here.
Loves ethical hoopers.
Non-free throws to 4 field goals made. Non-free throws to 6 field goals made. 12 free throws to 6 field goals made. 14 free throws, non-field goals made. 16 free throws to 5 field goals made. This is what I'm talking about. I mean, come on. Like, I've never seen a more obvious postseason dropper. This will not translate.
He might not make it. So
of course, he doesn't have to worry about it.
Play.
If he was good enough, he probably would lead a team that far, but he's not.
Hey, they've been hurt. Hey,
why do they lost their coach? Why do we got to put these expectations?
They lost their coach to allegations, which I'm Team Chauncey.
And Splitter's been better.
I don't know. They've been hurt. I don't know about that Splitter. I don't know. Defensively, they were awesome with Chauncey. Now it's like Kamara also fell off defensively.
I don't watch
too much on his plate.
And
do you have to have super high expectations? Like, what do you think? Deni's like a watch him player? Because
no. I actually remember a
Jalen Brunson in the last 3 games that he's played. 10 field goals made, 8 free throws made, 15 shots made, 11 free throws made, 7 shots made, 7 free throws made.
Ooh.
Welcome to basketball.
Bro, just
That's what happens
Brunson.
when you have the ball in your hands.
Brunson is making more field goals, if not the same amount as free throws. Advija has games where he has double the amount of free throws made than field goals made. That's what his free throw rate is higher than Michael Jordan and LeBron James. There's no way he's getting fouled that much.
A game.
There's no way, but the free throw rate, which means the percentages of drives that turn into free throws, there's no way he's getting fouled more than Michael Jordan and LeBron James.
Probably isn't.
He's not. They're just giving him the whistle because he's a fraud. It's not going to translate into playoffs. No, it's not. Listen, it's not going to translate into playoffs. We know this, but I remember we had a conversation the other week about how he's playing better than Jamal Murray when Jamal Murray clears that bum. Jamal Murray actually plays in the playoffs and is a star. I don't
Who
want to
said
hear
that?
about no Deni Advija, man.
Yeah.
If we're
Who
giving
said that?
all-star spots to somebody, give it to somebody deserving like Jamal. Don't give it to no
Did
Deni
you just
Advija.
make up a narrative? Who said that?
Don't give it to no Deni Advija, man. Don't give it
Yo,
to
you're
him.
like MJ, bro. You just make shit up. And just
Don't give it to him, bro.
Jamal
I'm tired of
Murray.
Deni Advija, man.
Okay,
Just
Drew,
take
did you
off,
say
bro.
that? Is that why he's saying? Did you say
Nah,
that?
that shit just pissed me off. Bro just said he's the most obvious playoff dropper. Bro said his splits
He
are
is
dog shit.
easily.
I'm
He is.
called
so
him trash.
confused.
He's not gonna get that same whistle.
I'm so
He said-
fucking
he said he's ass.
confused.
He
Easily.
called him dog
Easily.
shit.
I mean,
mean-
I can't imagine.
I can't
You know
imagine
what?
building a franchise around this guy. You're
I don't
gonna be
think
there
none of us will.
forever.
None
The
of us-
Blazers are
Nobody's-
clearly.
The Blazers got him for free.
Danny
They did.
Advija is not even Julius Randle.
Started his
Randle
own
clears
argument
him.
right
I
now.
agree.
Julius
He's
Randle
just-
clears
he's
him.
just ar- he's
I
just-
agree. I'm with you.
Like if I'm
Randle-
picking somebody to make the All-Star game between Julius Randle or stat sheet patter
There we
Denny,
go.
I'm going Randle.
I'm with
Randle's
you.
winning, and he's more productive.
He's winning with
Give me
Ant-Man,
Randle.
but yeah, got
Yeah,
you.
and Deni Advija can't win with Ant-Man. Not
We
the
don't
way he
know.
plays.
Name me Denny's co-star.
He
And you
plays.
can't even say Drew Holiday because he's been hurt for the last 2 months.
Yeah, he's
So
been hurt
name
for
me his
mad long.
co-star.
I don't care about
Name me
that,
his
man.
co-star.
I don't care.
Donovan
What
Clingan.
was
That's
Julius
his
Randle's co-star with
co-star.
the Knicks? What was his co-star with the Knicks?
Who?
Good point.
With
Good point.
Julius Randle when he made the playoffs for the first
point.
year.
Good point.
Listen, I got nothing negative
East.
to say about Randall.
East, yeah,
East.
light
East
East,
tax.
very light
Randall.
East.
East tax.
And you want to talk about playoff dropper? What about Julius Randle? His first time
shit.
in the
Oh,
playoffs.
shit. Oh, shit.
Yeah,
So
he
watch it.
dropped. He
Maybe that's his
dropped.
comp.
He was dog shit.
But he just made the playoffs now. He was awesome
Fucking
this
dog
past
shit. He was
postseason.
good
He was
with
good.
Ant-Man. Agreed. He was
Talk.
good
But
with
I'm over
Ant-Man.
Deni, man.
A top 10 player in the league.
Get Denny out of here, man. I'm over this guy.
You brought him in.
Like the baseless bullshit that you just said. That should piss me off.
What? He's
Yeah, bro.
whack. I don't like. No, I don't get moved by watching Deni Advija, bro.
Oh.
I don't.
You
He
get
just
moved by Tyler Kolek, though. Yeah,
he's-
yeah.
hell
Tyler
yeah.
Cole
You talk
contributes
about
to winning.
impacting winning.
You
He
would
contributes
take
to
Deni
winning.
Advia on the
doesn't.
Knicks in 2 seconds.
I wouldn't want to at all. Honestly,
You're a
I'd
fucking liar.
take 100 players over. before I take him.
100. 100
Yeah.
is nuts.
I'll take. I'm good off him. I could use anybody else, bro. I could use Walker Kessler. I'll take over him and on the Knicks. We talk about fit too. Herb Jones definitely over Deni Advija. I would take
Deni
him.
Advia fits
Yeah.
exactly what you
Yes.
need. Would you rather Mikal Bridges or Deni Advia?
Mikal Bridges easily. Not 10 times out of 10.
Then
I
he
would
don't
not
play
rather
defense no
Deni
more.
Advia.
Yeah.
You don't
Give
play
me
defense
Mikal
no more.
Defensively,
100
I want
times
Mikal.
out of 100. Listen,
Yeah,
5
Mikal
first
Mikal
round
knows
picks.
his role,
Y'all
too.
forget about what Deni used to do on defense.
Yeah, if he goes back to it, I'm with
What?
him.
Where? In Washington?
Uh-huh.
But he
What
was
did he
ass
do?
on offense. He was ass on offense. That's
He
what
wasn't
it was.
ass.
He got
He
good.
was
Are we
shot
making
by
on
shine
offense?
defense.
Are we
The year
making
he
up
was
a
ascending
Deni
on
Advia
offense, he was still a great defender.
defender reputation? What did
He
he
was.
Where
do?
he ascended on offense, he was a great defender.
For the first month or two.
Stop, Riv. Don't do that.
No, he's great on offense. Defense fell off cliff.
Once he found out that he can just bulldoze defensive players and get a foul,
I mean,
he
you're
became an
6'9".
elite offensive player.
Shit, I wish I was 6'9". We'd be in the league. right now,
Imagine
fella.
peak LeBron in this era. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Mm.
I mean, if Denny's averaging
20
26,
free
LeBron's
throws
averaging
a
40.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Type shit. Just went on a 20-minute Deni Advia
No,
rant.
that shit just pissed
That
me
was-
off
yeah.
though, because
Back
I'm
to
just
Cooper
like,
Flagg, though.
I need to make sure he's talking about the same guy that I've been watching. I just wanted to make sure.
Cooper Flagg's been incredible.
No,
Um,
Cooper Flagg has
so,
been.
I want to say
dog.
this: Cooper Flagg, he has by far the best chance to win Rookie of the Year on Poly
As he
Market.
should.
And right
Yes.
now on Poly Market, our code is live. So if you try to join their app, it'll ask you for an invite code, and our invite code is pick a side. Without it, you cannot get the early access to the Poly Market app and make your prediction on the app. But do you feel like this discrepancy is showcases what the race feels like right now, or what it's going to feel like moving forward?
I love Poly Market because it's reactionary. And one thing about a podcast isn't great without some reactionary takes. And the way Cooper Flagg has been hooping, having the ball in his hands a lot more, made some incredible clutch plays over the last 2 weeks, winning them some games. You know, now they moved him to the small forward, which, you know, I watch college basketball. He should have never been a point guard. He's been playing better. And if you get this Cooper Flagg all season, especially with the injuries that I said, like Khan is amazing. Khan's not on the ball as much as Cooper Flagg, but Khan is a nightmare shooter. Like I'm talking about nightmare shooter. He did just get hurt tonight. I don't know if he came back, but he did get hurt tonight. Hopefully he's good. You know, Khan's a dog. But if Cooper Flagg keeps playing like this, plus with the defense he's adding as a rookie, I get it. It makes complete sense. Like, obviously, Dylan Harper, if he got more minutes and if he had the ball in his hands more, he'd be playing really well. VJ Edgecombe kind of fell off but came back up. He's been hooping. Khan has been hooping. Jeremiah Fears has been playing solid. Derek Queen has been hooping. But if you get this Cooper Flagg with all the injuries that they're dealing with, dude, 82%.
Cooper Flagg, someone I've been scouting for multiple years now. This is someone I've had my eye on. Riv, we've had discussions about him since he was 16.
We went to go see him in high school.
Yeah, special player. You know what I mean? But this is who he's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like the first couple months, it was slow. Shout out to Ryan Nembhard. Ryan Nembhard being here and being a consistent, basically starting point guard for this team for the last month. Since Ryan Nembhard's taken over in December, this is where Cooper Flagg is averaging damn near 25 a game. And he's showing the type of player that he was in college and what we thought he would translate to. Because I thought early in the year when he was being tasked to be the point guard, it just wasn't natural for that. You're putting a lot on him, especially in a lineup that's going through so much, 80 and out the lineup. But him sliding back to the 3, Nembhard at the 1, he's been great. And when you have this much hype as number 1 pick, it's hard because you just had Vic, so you don't feel the same hype. But I feel like if we didn't have Vic 2 years prior, Cooper Flagg would have gotten even more buzz. But right now he's playing just I think what the NBA was expecting to. That year 1, he looks like a star. Dallas has some of its own problems got to figure out, but this feels an 82% chance because if you have this and this team can get healthy, I know 80 just went down, but they can get healthy. Maybe Kyrie does make a comeback. Maybe they could sneak into the play-in because right now Khan just went down to injury, like Riv said. Derek Queen is putting up some crazy numbers, and the Pelicans are on a hot streak, but they're just losing so much. Cooper Flagg can really contribute to this team in the second half of the season, like post All-Star break maybe, and once they get healthier, they sneak in. You get the winning factor in there too.
Nah, bro, I'm just happy for LaMelo that he's got a real dog next to him. Like, that's the thing that makes me the happiest, truthfully. Like, you just see the joy that LaMelo Ball has playing basketball again, and it's because that guy, Knueppel. I think Cooper Flagg does deserve to be the leader. I do. But Khan shooting damn near 10 attempts a game from 3 and shooting 42% is unfucking believable. He's on some other shit. He's been playing outrageously great basketball. He just has the ultimate green light right now, and he's a legitimate sniper. 82 is strong. I think that they're just assuming Cooper Flagg continues on this trajectory, which is probably going to happen. This guy is a genuine superstar. His ability to get downhill as well, his athleticism, the defense that he provides, I get it. 100% I understand where they're going. But Khan's playing way too great of basketball for 82% in my opinion. I think Cooper Flagg has been playing great in his own right too. Youngest player in NBA history for 40, or one of the, was it top 3? Because Will had one game, right? Something like that of being in the NBA. I think
he had the most points in a single game, 18 or younger.
That's what it is. The 18 or younger, but into a career, it's one of the fewest games ever to drop 40. I know Will was one game. That was funny. But nevertheless, Khan's been playing excellent basketball. I get where Polymarket's headed, but Khan's been playing way too good for 82%.
So the percentages reflect this because people are going with Cooper Flagg overwhelmingly. That it is just siding with that percentage, which kind of makes me want to make some predictions on Knueppel.
I agree with you.
But it's like Cooper Flagg, last 11 games, he's averaging 24, 6, and 5, 61% true shooting. He's legitimately played like an all-star. He's played like comfortable. It usually takes guys like 5-6 years to get this production. He's doing this in year 1. And it looks like he's just figuring it out. Like,
yeah, bro, he's finding his 1-2. Like, sometimes you get into the league. KG was talking about it this one time, and he was like, I forgot. He said he was talking to somebody. I think it might have been Chris Webber. I don't remember who it was, but he was like, you got to get into the league. You got to find your 1-2. Like, your 1-2 moves that you always go. LA. Somebody was talking to LA about it. LaMarcus Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge got the simple old get it in the post, turn around, jumper. You can't stop it. It always goes in. Got to find your 1-2. And Flagg is finding that 1-2 where he could just get into his spot, get into his groove.
At this point, if you're Dallas, would you rather build around Luka or Cooper Flagg?
Cooper Flagg.
I'm with Cooper Flagg.
Riv, you're making me angry.
I'm sorry.
Luka's an MVP level player with such obvious holes. Cooper Flagg is an MVP player. We don't know yet, but there's not going to be any holes in his game.
His 3-point shooting?
Probably.
Possibly. That's fair.
I just don't get the headaches I get with Luka with Flagg. I don't think I will. Like, I think Cooper Flagg is going to be a lot easier to build around. I think he's going to be a better leader. I think he's going to be a guy who's going to be a stabilizer in the offense and on defense. I know what I'm getting from Cooper Flagg. Like, I know what I'm getting.
Leader. Like, what are we doing?
How is Luka going to age, do you guys think?
Terribly.
Why do you say that?
He shouldn't age terribly. His game is not relying on his athleticism.
Brother, he's going to age awfully.
Bro, like Joel just said, he's
He'll
not
be
a
30
player
years
that
old,
needs
possibly 280.
Can you stop with this whole
My
obese
fault.
shit?
That was rude. My fault.
280? Like, what
My
the
bad.
fuck, Riv? You're
My-
going too hard.
My fault, gang. 280 was ridiculous.
Right.
280 was nuts. Now, I don't know. Luka's
A year
just.
later, still having these debates. Okay.
I'm over Luka, bro. I'm sorry. I'm over it, bro.
You're
It's the same
done.
headache. I never was with Luka, so what am I done from?
Never was with Luka.
Welcome, brother.
Not
Well, you said
Welcome.
you're done. You said you were done.
The water's warm over here, Riv. It's feeling
with,
good.
Dells, you're a hater. I'm not really a hater. I call what I see.
What do you want to be? A hater, be out? However you want to put it.
Okay.
I told you.
You actively attack Luka. I only talk about Luka when we have conversations.
What'd you just say?
I did call him fat, and that's my fault.
It's just a 280.
Yeah, I'm over it,
That
bro. I
should
don't know how
actually
you,
piss me off.
I don't know
I
how
haven't
you
said much
can
about
watch.
Luka in a minute.
Like, I don't know how you can watch the Lakers, watch him complain about every single thing, not get back on defense. Then when he gets back on defense, not give effort, shoot poor shots, poor, difficult, awful shots, and then complain all game. Then,
Do you watch his offense? It's
it's
beautiful.
good in Spurs for sure. But like, dude, it dies out in the third quarter.
It does.
Like, I don't know how you watch that, and it's been going on, and you sit there and be
Well,
like,
we've seen this for multiple years.
yeah, like
It's been
not
no. It's been a
we
bad
have
stretch
not.
for the Lakers.
In the
It's
finals,
been
we
a
saw
bad-
this.
Luka was
In the
just the
finals, we
clutch
saw
player of the
this.
year not too long ago.
That was 2024.
We saw this in the
He was great in
finals.
2024. He was awesome in 2024. That
So
feels
was in
like
the
a
playoffs
decade ago.
last year.
Tom does fly, but
He
so
does.
you're banking on the worst version of Luka possible moving forward versus him getting back to what we saw for years.
I don't think we're getting 2024 back, dude.
I think that Luka is gonna come back, bro. I mean,
He's great.
No, the only thing you need from Luka, which I'm praying every single day, is that he finds the 3-ball again. If he finds the 3-ball again, we're good. We're fine. He's just shooting 33% from 3.
I just like that's it. He finds a 3-ball and you're fine. Like,
Yes,
he's still just
because
never
he
gonna
shot
be able to defend that, right?
38%.
like just like we put these dudes.
38%
Okay,
on
like-
10 attempts a
No, I
game.
thought we expected more from greatness. I truly did. Like,
Okay,
all right,
but do you understand the
What?
sentiment? He's
Yeah, sure.
settling for jump shots. He settled for jump shots in 24. The difference is they went in.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
okay.
He's just missing them now.
But last year he
made
was
them
off
in
too.
24.
so
He was missing them last year too. I agree, but he was
Yeah.
banged up last
so
year.
Riv,
This year, there's less excuse.
are you critical of Jokic's defense, or are
Yes.
you not critical of it because his offense is just
No, I think it's awful. I think it's genuinely awful. It's like one of the worst defenses I've ever seen for a big man.
so if something could be built around him, why can't it be around Luka?
I never said nothing could be built around Luka.
So, but like you're taking Flagg long term, you'd rather prefer him over Luka.
Yeah, I think he's more. What's the word I'm using? Drew hates this
Portable?
word. What's the word?
Malleable.
Malleable,
portable.
all that good stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't hate that.
I saw this question on Twitter. It was rank the last 6 first overall picks, which
Here we
has been Zachary Reese-Shea.
Well, he's last, so we can
6.
just.
Well, it's my bad. Cooper Flagg, Zachary Reese-Shea, Victor Wembanyama, Paulo Banchero, Cade Cunningham, and Anthony Edwards ranked the last 6.
Is this them coming out or them right now?
No, who would you want to build around moving forward?
Victor,
one.
number 1. Number
Ant
2,
two.
Anthony Edwards.
2 is probably Ant, 3 Cade,
4
Yes.
Flag,
4 Flagg.
Agreed.
5 Boncaro. Then there's a
Yes.
giant gap.
Oh,
And then we don't-
gap.
and we don't even have to rank
don't even
6.
look at.
I'm not
Actually, let's
2,
skip
3, and
him.
4. 2, 3, and 4 up to debate. If you want
I
to
don't
take
hate-
Flagg, I want to call you crazy.
No. Anthony
Yes!
Edwards,
Wouldn't
no,
be crazy.
no,
Like no, Ant and
No.
Cade are definitely better right now. Like for sure, they're better right
That
now.
was nuts.
I'm not sitting and arguing, but if we're gonna say we could take Flagg over Luka, it's not crazy to say
Well, he
that
said
you
in
compare
10
them to
years.
I
Anthony
didn't
Edwards.
say that.
He said in 10 years.
Dells did say that though, so I
Wait,
guess
you
it's
said what?
fair for him.
I thought
You said
who
you
else
take
said-
Flagg over Luka.
Oh, you building around going forward, yeah.
Oh shit. I mean, yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
When you put it like that, nah. Yeah, I get it.
That just pissed me off. Anthony Edwards has been to back-to-back Western Conference Finals.
I'm not
Damn
listen.
near 30.
Talk to Del.
For sure.
And
I'm saying one day
Cooper
Flagg could be just
is
as good,
not
if
a
not better.
conversation right now.
I'm just saying defensively
just
gives you more
turned
upside.
19.
I think he's going to be a better playmaker.
Anthony Edwards is what, 23, 4?
Why is he
No,
just
for
going to be a
sure.
better playmaker?
I like the size. I feel like he could see the court better.
Come on, Joel, come on.
Yeah, but his handle
I
is
just-
great.
I
Bro,
feel like
come
he's
on.
6'9", able to
Ant-Man
shoot like that.
has legitimately great handle. Like Cooper Flagg's handle
No,
needs
he
to be worked
does.
on. We know that.
For sure.
Joel, come on.
Bro,
Is Ant-Man, honest question. What number shooter in the world is Ant-Man right now?
shooter? Oh,
He
he's
was
one of
top-
the best shooters in the NBA.
On volume, he's top 3.
Yeah.
Like, bro, what we're watching from Ant-Man as a three-point shooter and the jump that he's
gone?
okay.
No, Ant shoots better than Khan.
That wasn't in
Yeah,
order.
I'm taking Ant.
It wasn't in order. I said him first. It
I
wasn't
mean,
in
either
order.
which way, Khan is shooting 43 on 8 of 10. Like,
I think
And
it's good
last
defensive
year-
upside you're
and
getting with
last year
Cooper
Ant was
Flagg. It's just
better
gonna be,
than
it's
Steph.
higher than what Ant's giving you.
Brother,
and
shooting.
defensively,
Brother.
what?
Joel, don't go where I
On
think
volume
you're
and percentage,
what'd
he
you
was
say?
better.
Don't go where I
Last year,
think you're
Ant
gonna
was
go.
the best 3-point shooter in the league.
Don't go where I think you're gonna go.
He's cooking. He was the best 3-point shooter.
No,
in the
I
league
know, but
last year.
I feel like the next statement he's gonna say.
What's my next statement? I'm just
I
saying
just
you
hope
can
don't go
legitimately argue Ant is the best shooter in the world.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you
until
can.
he retires,
No,
until
like
he
literally, no.
retires.
I don't have to say his name. Like, no, you can't.
Throw some respect.
The percentage
until he retires
On a
throw some respect
game-to-game
on it.
basis.
Okay, if
is
you're looking
Ant.
at percentage, guy, then Knueppel is a better shooter than Steph.
That's
if you're
what I'm
looking at
saying.
percentage,
on volume,
That's what I'm
on
saying.
volume.
he's on 8
But he's shooting
yes.
9
Volume.
attempts a game.
How much is
talking
Curry
about?
shooting? How many? What's his 3-point attempts?
It doesn't
per team?
matter. 8, 9, 10,
Constantly
11,
9.
12. It's the same volume.
Curry might be at 12.
That's still a set.
That's still ridiculous volume either way. Joel,
That's 75% of his volume. There's another 25% chunk missing.
Stop talking to me, please.
Joel, I'm going to be honest with you. You had me
Regardless
and
of how you
lost me.
slice it,
Reaching
Ant-Man
foul.
Ant-Man is a freak athlete who's an elite shooter.
Oh, without a doubt.
this isn't a slight
no.
at Ant.
The
This is
whole
just how
Cooper
special
Flagg shit
Cooper
was
Flagg
nonsense.
is.
Dells
It was
this with it.
nonsense. Dells, nonsense.
No, it's not a shot at Ant or Kate. It's
I'm
how
not saying
special
it's a
Cooper
shot,
Flagg will
bro.
be.
It's just respect, please.
It's possible.
Not yet, though.
Well,
It's
he's
possible.
going forward.
You can't throw 20, 30 games and say that you're in a conversation with Ant.
I'm not saying he is.
But you
Different. Different.
No, it's not.
Different.
It's not.
What is
it's
Cooper
not.
the best in the world at?
You use 30 games of
What is
Wemby
he
and put him
the
in
best in the
Joker
world
talk.
in? What is
put
he
him
the
in
best
Joker
in the world
talks.
in?
You
Wemby's
put him in
the best
Joker
defender
talks.
in the world.
You put him in Joker talks.
He
Like,
didn't-
bro,
he's
it's
the
the same
best.
thing.
What
It's the
is
same
Cooper
thing.
Flagg the best at?
He could be the
Nothing.
best two-way player in the world at one point. Not Wemby. Wemby.
Could
Second
be.
best.
Could be.
Second
Wemby
best.
already is and was
No, for
last
sure.
year.
Second best.
He didn't meet the game requirements, so he wasn't last year.
Oh, stop.
No, right now it's not even a conversation. I thought this was who would you want to build around or
I
is
hear
that
you,
not the-
Dells.
Yeah,
I
no,
hear
that
you.
was the
Right.
question.
Okay,
Right.
yeah. Right now it's obvious. It's Ant. It's not close. It's Kate. It's not
All right.
close.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Sorry for turning up.
I'm just saying, like Cooper Flagg, who knows? 4 years from
He
now,
just turned
When
19 a couple
when
days
he's
ago,
Ant's
bro.
age. Like,
And y'all forget what Ant-Man was doing his rookie year, I
no,
bet.
Ant's that dude. I'm not.
No, Ant's
Ant's
dog.
that dude for sure. He's that dude. He's that
Yo,
dude.
Joel.
I love Ant. Nothing bad to say about Ant.
Joel, shut this shit down.
We know what it is already. I mean, Del's always going to
Cooper
find
Flagg's
a
just
way
one of
to.
my guys, bro.
He's always going to find a way to prop up a white. You know that.
And knock a black man, right? Yeah. Always gonna find a way to knock the black man down.
I'll say this. The order you guys had is valid. I think I'll even once we get to is Wemby, Ant, Cade, Flagg. I think there's a gap with him and Paolo.
I'm screaming.
Yeah.
I'd much rather want to build around Flagg. And then with Paolo and Zachary Risache, there's a gigantic gap.
Yeah.
Zachary Risache, he's like top 3 worst first overall picks ever.
He shouldn't even be on this list.
Like he's actually terrible. I remember when Frank Mason from Kansas said he played him overseas and was like, that is not the number 1 overall pick. The hope for Risache was that he'd at least be a highly functioning role player, like a Mikal Bridges. Like, oh, he's, the ceiling is just being a do-it-all Swiss Army knife wing, but it doesn't even look like we're gonna get that from him. Like he has been really underwhelming, and it's just bad luck that the Hawks got the first overall pick at the worst time, but they also did take Ricochet over Sarr. So if they wanted to go upside, they could have won Sarr or Stephon Castle. Yeah, there were other players that they could have taken, but
would have been awesome with them.
Ricochet, like, them not getting that pick right, like they could be so much more better if they actually hit on that pick.
Definitely. Yeah, no, 1, 2, 3. Two is a conversation, but 1, 2, 3, that's a good list.
Like Zachary Ricochet, he's not better than DeAndre Ayton. He's not better than Ben Simmons. He's like in the Anthony Bennett convo.
Ben Simmons is a Fisher now.
But Anthony Bennett was, I think he was worse.
All NBA.
No,
Ricochet, bro, Ricochet is that bottom in the totem pole of like these top picks.
Yeah, he's
Markelle
yeah,
Fultz.
It's been tough.
Markelle was even better.
Gonna play again.
Markelle got hurt in an accident. What's that?
I would take the upside on Markelle still 10 times out of 10. Ricochet, he's just not good.
It is an idea. It's a great idea.
Fultz college tape was ridiculous.
Ricochet played strong basketball towards the end of last season. It's a shame that he couldn't continue building off that.
I'll be honest. Before the injury, Markelle was getting picked over Tatum. That's how good he was.
Yeah, that was nuts, though.
Well, you had to watch him, man.
Markelle getting picked over Lonzo lost me personally.
You had to watch him in Washington, man. That shit.
I mean, I was watching Lonzo religiously. That's if I'm being fair to me. I watched a lot of Lonzo. I was a hype beast back in the day.
Nothing wrong with that. Lonzo was special in college.
He was awesome. Like, bro, I'll never forget his step. It was against Baylor, right? I think I talk about it every time we talk about him at UCLA.
Well, maybe Oregon.
Pulled it from logo. I think it was Oregon. Yeah. Pulled it from logo. Step back. Why he did that, couldn't tell you. Butter.
Is this the first time in years that we've seen Dillon Brooks own LeBron James?
He got
Dillon Brooks is he's winning this year for sure.
He got one game.
Didn't they play twice?
And LeBron hit the game-winning free throw.
Free throw's hilarious.
Well, I have to throw it in there because they said LeBron's not clutch the line.
That's a good point.
One game.
He is shooting 67% at the line this year.
One game.
Why do you know that off the top of your head?
I just saw it earlier.
He
had 25 against the Lakers.
Joel, is Dillon Brooks better than LeBron?
Like what?
Don't do it. Play safe.
Yeah.
Keep same energy.
Did I say yes? I get off.
He did say yes.
If you're the Lakers, would you not rather want Dillon Brooks over LeBron right now?
For the Lakers, I don't hate that. Hey, have you noticed Devin Booker lately?
No, hasn't he been hurt?
No, he came back.
Okay, no, I haven't watched him lately.
Yeah, he's came back. He's played well.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, this podcast are diehard Dillon Brooks fans.
Yeah, I love Dillon Brooks. I really do love me some.
I would say he is a culture changer, which is hilarious.
Yeah,
but he is that.
Yes.
I mean, the Suns are winning more with Dillon Brooks than KD.
Yeah, pretty much. That's crazy. Dillon Brooks just changes the game.
What I want you to do, Joel, is I want you to go back and watch the episode where you was talking bad on Devin Booker, and then look at the game since he's been back, and then get back to me.
Well, my entire take was about from that point in time.
All right.
So it was not being predictive of the future.
So Devin Booker's back.
No, Devin Booker was playing at that time.
Yeah, he was just not good. Then he got hurt.
I was just saying from that at that point in time, what I said was correct. It was
21.
not a take that was predictive of the future. Devin Booker has came back and he's played amazing. Shout out to him. But before he came back, when he was playing, Dillon Brooks was the man on the squad. He was the man.
Have you looked at Dillon Brooks, who's been playing better?
It probably has been Booker. I mean, he had 30 the last game. So,
okay.
Yeah. As of recently. But my take was not based off the future. It was based off of that point in time.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah. In that point in time. You guys didn't respect Dillon Brooks.
If podcasting doesn't work, bro, look into being a lawyer.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
You always got a way to try to get around it.
I mean, what it was to that point in time. I never said, Dillon Brooks to this point forward is better than Devin Booker.
I never said hear this anymore. I have to leave anyway.
Okay, you're getting out of here, bro.
I have to leave. I'm sad that this is what we're going off on. Fucking Dillon Brooks better than LeBron James.
Well, right now
you have work tomorrow.
Sure.
I have work tomorrow. I'm fucking sick to my stomach.
It had to be you.
Well, it's a shame. I would have kept you around for this Denver Broncos topic. What you think about them barely being the Chiefs?
What are we doing?
NFL
No, it's
Christmas
fine.
games.
It's fine. I will get all my reactions out in literally less than 3 minutes. Here we go. 1, first game, horrendous. Shout out to Dak Prescott. Great touchdown. Dallas sucks. Commanders will be back next year. Number 2, Lions are dog shit. Jared Goff is a glorified Tua Tagovailoa. If you hate Tua, you need to hate Jared Goff. He sucks. He's not good. He doesn't have an offensive line, and you saw what happened. 5 turnovers. Here's the Broncos. Division game, short week, on the road, KC. Doesn't matter who is at quarterback. It's a tough game nevertheless. They tried it with Kelsey. Last drive, go out and a send-off. Pat Surtain, shut it down. Game over. Broncos win. We're going to win the division. It's going to be a movie. Chargers are going to lose tomorrow, and we're going to clinch the division, and we're going to sit all our guys. Maybe we'll play them because we want the 1 seed. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Shit. Only
It's
the real
over.
new.
It's over.
Drew,
That's less than 3 minutes.
Drew, before you get out of here, let me ask you this. If you hate Jared Goff, do you also have to hate Tua?
I said yes. Both. All of it. All of it.
Okay.
All
So
of it.
you
So do
you hate Tua.
You hate Jared Goff?
I love Tua, but I acknowledge the truth. Jared Goff sucks and needs to be spoken about the same way they talk about Tua. You need
Drew
everything
hates Tua
perfect.
confirmed.
You need everything perfect for those two to succeed. Issue is, Tua never had the offensive line that Goff had, and he still succeeded.
So this is a
Demon.
Tua greater than Goff rant.
Goff, the Great White Hope. He's fucking ass. He's ass. He's ass. I'm
Yeah.
dead. He's ass.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
That
5
wasn't
turnovers?
his best look.
I've
It
seen
wasn't.
Tua with worse offensive line play than what Goff had yesterday. And Goff's was bad. I'll be honest. It was bad.
Bro,
Tua's
Max
looked
had
like that.
51 yards.
Tua's
bro.
looked like that. There's been moments where Tua's
Pretty
looked like that
hilarious.
too. I'm not here to tell you he hasn't had moments where he's looked like shit. He has. But if you talk about Goff being one of those guys, I can't talk to you, bro. I really genuinely can't because he's not. He's not. And I'll leave you with that. If you want to talk shit about the Broncos, I'll leave you with this. First in the AFC.
Bitch. Gotta add that.
Merry Christmas. I love you, gentlemen. Have a great
Merry
night.
Christmas, bro.
I hope you
Love
guys take care of yourselves. Riv, be nice to Bo Nix, bro. I better not leave and you talk shit about him again.
I didn't
'Cause
watch
that
the game, so I don't even have anything to say.
Hey, game-winning
God,
drive. Honestly, our wide receivers are still mid. A lot of drops.
Love y'all.
Maybe it's the way the guy throws the ball. See you, Drew.
No.
Okay.
He throws dots?
Low key though, Trevor Lawrence is the same way. He always leads.
That was way too hard. No,
I'm just saying, did Cortland Sutton have a high drop percentage with Russell Wilson?
Russ doesn't have the arm that Bo Nix has.
Some quarterbacks throw a more catchable ball than others. It's a fact.
True.
That's tough.
I'm gonna be honest.
True.
Bo Nix does throw the ball too hard sometimes. He throws it
He
too
does.
hard sometimes.
Yeah,
He
touch
has
is
too
something he
much
can
of a
work on.
cannon.
Little Trey Lance-ish. If I want, man, Trey Lance and
Stop.
the Denver
Stop.
Broncos
I'm
offense.
angry.
Enough.
I'm
Stop.
angry.
Sean
Stop.
Payton, that
Stop.
offensive line.
Stop. You know he went bald, bro?
Good. His
Yeah.
hair
Well, he's got, like, a
situation
buzz
was
cut.
dog shit.
Yeah, he went bald.
Good. All right, I gotta go. Genuinely, I wish I could stay, but I have to go.
All right, we'll see you, Drew. So I think the biggest storyline from this is just the Lions losing, and now they're out of the playoffs. Can you guys guess the top 10 cap hits for next season, player wise?
Golf.
Jared
for
Goff,
the Lions or just
in general. Jared Goff is number 5 at $69.6 million. Tua is number 7 at $56.4 million.
Deshaun Watson?
Deshaun Watson is number 1 at $80.7 million.
I was gonna
80?
say him.
You said 80?
80.
My
AJ
God.
Brown.
AJ Brown is not here.
Uh
Most of these are actually all of these are quarterbacks.
oh sweet.
Tua?
Sweet. I said him already.
said Tua?
Gosh, man.
Mom,
Pay
bro,
attention.
can you Kirk Cousins?
Kirk Cousins is 6 at $57.5 million. Lamar Jackson is number 3 at $74.5 million.
Josh?
No.
Josh Allen is number 8 at $56.3 million.
Burrow?
No.
Joe Burrow's not here.
Come on, bro. They're
Wow,
cheap.
look at Cincinnati
Mahomes.
cap maneuvering.
Patrick Mahomes is number 2 at $78.2 million.
Jeez, man. Trevor? No, he has a low cap hit, right?
Yep, Trevor Lawrence is not here.
Purdy?
Brock Purdy's not here.
Hell no.
Jalen Hurts?
Jalen Hurts is not
No.
here.
No,
Oh,
come on,
yeah.
bro. We Dak.
Dak Prescott is number 4 at $74 million. You have number 9 and number 10. left.
K1.
Kyler Murray is at 53.2 million.
Nice. I got this, bro. You
number 9.
Yeah. What I got left too?
Number 10.
Number 10.
Number 10.
Also a quarterback.
Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield is number 10 at 51.9 million.
I just backpacked the shit out of you, Dell.
So yeah, the Lions, they're paying
quarterbacks.
The Lions are paying Goff a lot of money. They only have 5.8 million in cap space this upcoming season, and they have free agents in DJ Reader, Alex Anzalone, Alquid Muhammad, and Malcolm Rodriguez. I don't think their free agent situation is that dire. Most of their team will be back, but they're missing Ben Johnson. Like, I feel like this is the first season in the NFL that we've kind of witnessed in some time where the coordinator goes on to have success. Ben Johnson, Liam Cohen, both making their teams franchise, both their franchise playoff teams, and then the teams they left missing the playoffs. The Buccaneers might not miss the playoffs, but that's only due to the division they play in. But they have not felt like a playoff team for a couple months now.
Yeah, I mean, the Lions' offensive line these last few weeks have just really gone through a ton of injuries. They're playing basically all backups. Sewell got banged up in that game. He played through it, but it's basically all backups right there, or playing out there, I should say. And Drew's not wrong. You know, if Jared Goff has this great offensive line weapons, he can look great. But we also saw what happened with the Rams towards the end of his tenure with Los Angeles. Like, Sean McVay's a great coach. You know what I mean? But once that offensive line fell apart, Jared Goff fell apart. And it's not shocking to me that the same thing is happening here in Detroit. For the most part, though, I feel pretty confident that Dan Campbell can replace at least somewhat Ben Johnson was doing, excuse me. This has been one of the best offenses in football this season, and they haven't been as efficient in terms of running the ball, but I think that has more to do with the offensive line than anything in terms of, you know, explosive pass plays. They're towards the top of the league. Jamison Williams had his best year yet. Amon-Ra was still great, and they did this a lot without Laporta. I would love to see what Isaac Tesla does in like a real role, because it seems like every single week he's making some ridiculous play, and he seems just like someone that can be a truly a difference maker on offense, but they have so many weapons that they don't even have room for him. So I feel like offensively this team's in a fine place, honestly. I feel like Dan Campbell has shown enough this season that, yeah, of course, Ben Johnson was a better play caller, but you weren't going to be able to keep him forever. It's just the reality of the situation. And listen, defensively, it fell off from last year. You know, I thought towards the end of last year, of course, a lot of injuries came into play here, but that's the side that I would be more worried about, right? Not that Aaron Glenn is anything special in New York yet, but he was a really good defensive coordinator for them. And I thought, you know, his scheme always put his players in good positions to succeed, especially towards the end when they were playing backups. Guys were coming in off the street, picking it up quick, playing fast, playing smart. So we saw towards, you know, last season, towards the end, Aaron Glenn's scheme really help out. And you didn't get that as much this year. So I don't know if they're going to move off defensive coordinator or if they're going to go in a different direction. But to me, that's the biggest area of concern, of course, on top of getting the offensive line healthy.
They're going to get blessed with a fourth place schedule. So I think that's going to be super. If I'm not mistaken, that's fourth, because they'll finish.
They're behind Minnesota.
They lost twice to Minnesota. Nuts.
It's crazy that the Lions come in fourth.
Yeah, it is
after
insane.
The season the Vikings just had.
They just flipped.
But it might not be if the Lions beat Chicago and the Vikings lose to the Packers,
they'll be tied, right?
They'll be number 3. No, because then the Vikings would be 8-9 and the Lions would be 9-8.
Yeah, they'll have a fourth place schedule, and I think that, like, scheduling more than anything really helps out your team, because you can see a team like the Niners. And I don't want to disrespect the Niners. I do think they're a good team, but dealing with a ton of injuries, got blessed with a little bit of an easy schedule. Same thing with New England. You know, I think New England, when they play comp, they've showed that they can hang, but also got blessed with a little bit of an easy schedule. Kind of helps your team out. I think with the Lions, you mentioned the free agents. Didn't hear anybody groundbreaking, and I'm pretty sure they still have their draft picks. So they'll be able to bring in talent. And they have a lot of young talent. I mean, they still have their offense. Jameer Gibbs, David Montgomery, Amon-Ra, although I do see the fan base has kind of given up on or turned their back on him. He must have did something. But him, J-Mo, and Jared Goff is still a quality quarterback in the regular season. Like, granted, he had an awful game. But for the most part, you can count on him 70% of the season to give you high-level quarterback play. And I think when you have an easy schedule, that's pretty important. I do think Detroit, it's tough because you look at these teams, and I think, like, stuff like this, you have to kind of appreciate guys like Hurts and Sirianni and McDermott and Josh Allen more, because you missed the playoffs, man. And it's hard to come back and do it again. We've seen teams even going further than Detroit, like Baltimore, with so much expectation, they might not make the playoffs. Kansas City kind of not making the playoffs. Cincinnati again. Like, you've seen, like, you can't take this stuff for granted. And making the playoffs in the NFL is super hard. You know, one thing goes wrong, and then all of a sudden your whole season can collapse. And it's funny because last year I felt like Detroit dealt with more damaging injuries to their team, and they were still managed to get through it. And that just goes to coaching. Coaching was super important for them, and I think we give them the offseason to kind of revamp, retool, get that coaching back. I think they'll be right back in it. Not in the Super Bowl conversation, but they'll make
in
it.
The playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, I think what happened this year is that Jared Goff is a quarterback that needs a good offensive line, and their offensive line was a liability all season long. I think that's the number one priority for them. If they're going to continue to have Jared Goff under center, then they need to prioritize an offensive line, because the tackle spots are fine, but the interior is complete overhaul. Tate Ratledge, a rookie, Christian Mahogany at center. I'm forgetting their other guard, but those guys were shuffling around. So if they want to get the best results out of Goff in these moments, an offensive line is a necessity. And I don't think it's a coincidence that we saw Brian Flores pick apart Jared Goff the year after Ben Johnson leaves. Ben Johnson had Brian Flores figured out. He knew exactly how to attack his defense, and they got great results last year against Minnesota. But this year, it's been a complete opposite. And I think that was a big part of it. Now, let's get on to our NFL picks for week 17. First game up, the Texans versus Chargers.
Houston!
This was maybe the toughest one of the week. Right now, I have the Chargers, but I don't feel good about it.
Idiot.
I'm going with the Chargers. The Chargers defense has been elite. Between Justin Herbert and CJ Stroud, who do I trust to generate more drives offensively? That is Justin Herbert. He is going to get his revenge
against the Texans defense
on this team. Yes, he is going to get his revenge and is going to play really damn well. Ravens versus the Packers.
I got the Green Bay Packers. Oh, well, they're both playing two Packers. I got the Green Bay Packers. I just trust them more, I'll be honest.
I got the Packers. Josh Jacobs seems healthy. I think that's big because last week he basically got benched. Emmanuel Wilson looked better, but he's been practicing all week. He's good to go. So I think that's going to matter. The Ravens, they suck. It's over.
Give me the Packers. They clinched their spot in the playoffs, but the NFC North is still up for grabs. If they can win the last two and Chicago lose their last two, and Chicago is playing San Francisco and Detroit, so it's not impossible. I'm going to go with Green Bay winning this one. Must-win game. Next one, Buccaneers versus the Dolphins.
The Bucs suck, dude. But the Dolphins suck, too. I got the Bucs on this one.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how Baker Mayfield plays in this game. Because Baker Mayfield has been struggling a good bit lately. This feels like a game he could get back on track. The division is still up for grabs. So there's a world you're going to host a playoff game. Who knows? But they've been both very disappointing. But, of course, give me the Bucs here.
Give me the Buccaneers. The Dolphins are starting Quinn Ewers, and I didn't think he played that terrible last game. But if Todd Bowles can't get right against this offense, and I don't know what offense he's going to get right against. Patriots versus the Jets.
Patriots.
Give me the Patriots. They got a lot of injuries, but they should still be able to beat the Jets.
They're 2 touchdown favorites.
Steelers versus the Browns.
This game's interesting because if the Ravens lose on Saturday,
they don't need
the Steelers don't need to play their starters. Like they'll have the division locked up. So there's a world where Saturday comes around, the Ravens lose. Is Rodgers going to play? Are they going to sit Gainwell or Warren or who knows what happens, right? I'm still taking the Steelers as of right now. Damn, honestly, even if it's Mason Rudolph, I still might take the Steelers. I'm not in on picking the Browns.
I'm going with the Steelers. If the Steelers play their start, I'm going with them. If they don't, I'm going with the Browns.
This is my one gamble. Give me Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Shout out to Cleveland.
You got to be careful with him. He might go in the app, take Cleveland.
I know. That's why. But this is my one gamble. Give me Cleveland. I'm Cleveland regardless. I don't care who plays.
Jaguars versus the Colts.
Jaguars.
Sauce is expected back in this game, I believe.
Yep.
I think Sauce is expected to play, so that's big for them.
Do they have any chance of making the playoffs?
Yeah, they need
they have like a 1% chance, so they need a lot to happen to them. So having Sauce back is big. Phillip Rivers looked great last week against San Francisco. I think their defense is just not good. Just Jaguars defense has been excellent all season long, practically. Give me the Jags.
I wouldn't play Sauce. If you tell me 1% chance, I wouldn't play Sauce.
I don't disagree, but he's also been out for like what? 6 weeks. Like how long he's been out for?
Yeah, I think it was like because he got traded He got
It was
hurt
right
that
after
same game.
deadline, week 9,
Yeah,
maybe.
it's been out for a minute.
So
Yeah, the Colts' chances it's difficult. It's difficult. They had a lot of things to happen. I'm gonna go with the Jaguars. They've been red hot. Saints versus the Titans.
Titans.
I'm taking the Saints. I've been impressed by Tyler Shuck. Excited to see what he's got.
I'm going with the Saints. Very quietly, their defense has been one of the 15 best in the NFL this year. Brandon Staley's coaching up that defense. I think he's good as a defense coordinator, not as a head coach.
Yep.
And it's shown, I think Cam Ward has definitely shown some flashes over the last couple of weeks, though. Like Cam Ward
For sure
is going to be a star. He just needs some help.
He's
I
painfully
promise.
mid.
Yeah, okay. You'll see. But Cam Ward just doesn't have no help, but he's going to be a star. But give me the Saints. Seahawks versus the Panthers.
What Panthers are we getting, man?
I'm going with the Seahawks, man.
I'm going with the Seahawks too.
I'm also going with the Seahawks. Yeah.
Cardinals versus the Bengals.
I'm thinking about it. Don't.
I'm a tricky at home.
I'm a tricky guy. You may see Sunday. I changed my pick.
I got the Seahawks easily though. Cardinals versus the Bengals.
Bengals. Jamar's gonna have a big game. He wants a touchdown.
Yeah, I saw his comments in the press. He's week 7. Was that the last one? They say week 9,
something nasty.
I got the Bengals. So this is a mid off.
Give me the Bengals. Next game up, the Giants versus the Raiders.
Game of the week. Giants versus Raiders. Number 1 overall pick.
No Browers.
Nobody's going to play in this game. They're going to put everyone on IR.
Give me the Giants.
And they're just going to have to forfeit.
I'm going to go with the Giants too, just because like the Raiders sent Max Crosby home.
I'll be honest. I'm taking the Raiders.
Yeah, this is anything can happen. They're so bad, both teams. I'm going with the Giants though. I don't think Jackson Dart has 30 yards in a game.
The game plan last week was just so weird for the Giants. They did not want him throwing the ball. Like it took halfway through the second quarter for them to even have pass attempts. I don't know why. But Geno, the only reason I'm taking the Raiders is because Geno is going to try to prove something. Like Geno is playing for a job.
Next game up, the Eagles versus the Bills.
This game's tough.
Rib, where you going, huh?
Philly. Philly always.
It feels like a really bad matchup for Buffalo because they cannot stop the run. And Saquon's looked really good recently. Was great against Commanders, averaging over 5 a carry the last few weeks. I'm taking Philly here.
Is this a boring Quinion game? I feel like this is just be out there.
Well, they don't have anyone to guard.
Yeah, like if I'm Philly, box up, like stop James Cook, play man all game, brother. Who they got? Gabe Davis and shit. Like, I mean, you gotta watch out for Kincaid
last week.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for Kincaid, of course, but this is tough. Josh Allen this is the only team he's never beat.
Yeah, it's weird because the Eagles have played much better, but against very bad defenses. Yeah. I think the Bills are an average defense. They have a really good pass defense, and the Eagles' run game has been bad all year long. So I think that the Bills don't have to worry about that aspect. The last time we saw Philadelphia against like really good teams, they did not look that good. So I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills. I'm going with the Bills. I think James Cook has a great day. I think that defense is a really good day. I think they win in front of the home fans.
They nearly beat the Chargers while having like 6 turnovers.
We didn't. First of all, the Chargers didn't win that game. We lost.
Still won.
Both of those games being at 4 o'clock is hilarious. Giants, Raiders, and Bills, Eagles.
That should be a night game.
Yeah,
what's the night game?
I'm going with the Bills. The night game is the Bears versus 49ers.
Chicago.
Niners.
Chicago.
Brock.
49ers.
Yeah, and y'all ain't been saying nothing, and I've been noticing.
He's been eating.
No, but Dells, I've been noticing because I wanted to say the F word, but I can't say it on here. But this fart right here was gassing up Mr. Dink and Dunk Mac Jones. But he ain't saying nothing about what Brock's been doing the last 2 or 3 weeks. He's been sex.
The 5 touchdown performance was a little bit Mickey Mouse.
I know. Just like Sam Darnold's career, Mickey Mouse.
Sam Darnold's better than Purdy.
Yep. Super Bowl appearance.
Give me the 49ers too. Listen, the Bears, they've won in great fashion. I got a few
picks different than y'all. Okay.
Yeah, you do. I just feel like with the Bears, their defense is not that good. Like if there's an offense that could take advantage of what they're doing in San Francisco, And I still think that the Bears shoot themselves in the foot a lot offensively. Like up until the final 2 minutes, they weren't able to do anything against the Packers defense that just lost Micah Parsons. So I think the 49ers win this game, and they're also trying to win the NFC West. They still can. If they win this game, week 18 becomes for the division against Seattle.
No George Kittle, possibly. That feels like
that's huge. Yeah, that's huge.
49ers without Kittle, that's a different offense. That's a different Brock Purdy. It's a whole different team without him. If he does play, it seems like he's gonna be pretty banged up. He's a game time decision. Had ankle sprain basically at the end, like the third quarter of last game. So I'm taking the Bears either way. But if Kittle is out, then definitely take it.
This is Sunday night, right?
Monday night.
Yeah. And Monday Night Football, Rams versus Falcons.
Rams.
I'm going with the Rams. And that's going to do it for this episode of the Pick a Side podcast. I feel bad that we did not talk about Nikola Jokic, his 50-point triple-double.
Because at this point, like, what do we need to say anymore?
What is there to say about him?
We all think he's the best player in the world.
Yeah.
I do.
I think
some people do.
He keeps on proving it, So shout out to Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray looking like a star as well. Jamal Murray's been that guy, still that guy. Shout out to him. But that's going to do it for us. You guys can follow us on Twitter at Pick a Side Pod, on Instagram and TikTok at Pick a Side Podcast. We'll see you guys next week reacting to NFL Week 17, and we'll see where we stand with Pick'em because this week can make or break the pecking order.
Dels can still get in it. He's not far off.
He has a lot of different picks this week too.
Yeah, he can still get in it.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Dels. And that's going to do it for us. Thank you guys. We'll see you guys next time.